services. This floor also houses the miscellaneous diagnostic area, which installs the following units: endoscopy, ultrasound, ECG and EEG. On this floor is the kitchen and staff canteen areas. The hospital training room can also be found on this floor. This is a multi-purpose conference facility which comes with an audiovisual room. 2 smaller meeting rooms can also be found on this floor, as well as a library and the main security control room for the hospital. The rooftop holds the hospital's technical outdoor units, such as the solar panels, air conditioning, LPG gas system, refuse chute system, water treatment plant, 2 smaller storerooms, and a bigger general storage area. Connecting to the main building, as mentioned previously, is the ancillary block, known as the administrative building, where there is a public eatery and parking bay for staff. The first floor of the ancillary building is home to the medical waste and sterile room, known as the ECODAS. There are 2 offices and a changing room found in this department. The holding bay has 2 cold rooms. This unit also has an office and waiting area. The laundry room can also be found on this floor. The second floor is home to the medical director's office and other administrative offices. The third floor has the office of the CEO of the hospital and other supporting offices. External areas of the bank hospital include a coffee bar for staff, patients, and visitors. The hospital and ancillary block are highly particular when it comes to detailed design, construction, and management services. Every department, office, ward, and unit has various technical monitoring lights and air conditioning system controls. Building management also monitors the usage of fuel consumption and third-party equipment. The Building Management Services (BMS) seeks to save energy consumption and faulty detection. Smoke and heat detection systems are placed across the hospital. The hospital has an air conditioning ventilation system that supplies fresh air and extracts HVAC. Hospital security is very important, and CCTVs can be seen in every area of the hospital. This eSmart hospital is run on a fully integrated paper light system that is designed to meet international standards and give the hospital and patients security where needed. The integrated system allows doctors and patients services into the hospital without stepping a foot into the building. The ICT software is the backbone of the hospital, creating new technology and services for the people in the country. This hospital exhibits high-quality standards not only in Ghana but across Africa, with high technology equipment and facilities that will benefit the lives of many people who walk into the bank hospital, making the bank hospital the best private hospital in Ghana. The Bank of Ghana, in collaboration with Universal Hospitals Group (UHE), a Ghanaian turnkey hospitals provider, have successfully built Ghana's first eSmart hospital in the leafy suburbs of East Cantonment. This hospital will transform the way hospitals will be built in Ghana for the future. Key structural components of the bank hospital include the main clinical.
And as I said already, I'll run the leanest but most efficient government under the Fourth Republic by appointing not more than 60 ministers and deputy ministers. And I said already, I'll work to abolish the payment of ex gratia and cut out waste and ostentation in government. We shall work with Parliament and all stakeholders to complete the Constitution review process and strengthen the separation of powers. Government procurement is recognized as a major source of corruption and misappropriation of public funds. We will therefore, among other measures, set up an independent value for money office to scrutinize all government procurements that are above a $5 million threshold or as shall be recommended by Parliament. I will give anti-corruption state institutions unfettered space to operate. The days of the clearing agents must come to an end on January 7, 2025. I'll also set up a commission of inquiry to investigate the matter of looted and stolen state lands. And the same commission will make recommendations for resolving the vexed issue of expropriated Gardangbe lands. And to deepen our democracy, the fourth estate of the realm, the media must also be given a conducive and collaborative atmosphere to operate as the fourth power that they ought to be.
Quality of my life. However, when it comes to politics, it's not entertainment. Because it is my votum to somebody, and that person can mess up my life. It's possible to vote for somebody who will destroy your life. So when we're going to vote, it's not about entertainment. It's not about teasing people. Oh, you won. I didn't win. Hey, we've won. Oh, yeah, we've won. No. It's votum. It's sacred. It's not a joke. It's not making fun. It's not winning a game and then just saying phobia. No. It's not about wearing jerseys. It's not about symbols. So, how do we exercise this responsibility? Number one, you have to fully consider all the proposals on offer. Go beyond party names. Go beyond party adverts. Go beyond party slogans. Consider what each party has proposed. What have they put on the table? Fully consider it. Go beyond slogans. And how do you know what a person has proposed? In Ghana, they have a manifesto, although I don't really believe in the party manifestos, because they write things, get a committee to write it. The way to find what the proposal is what the candidates speak about constantly. Because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So when a person constantly says something, that is the proposal he has put on the table. Now you have to fully consider that. Because you are about to exchange your votum, your sacred right. And it's not entertainment, it's not fun. It's not you winning against you, it's not betting. It's not supporting a racehorse and seeing which racehorse won. This is more serious. Take personal charge of your vote. That's the second thing. Your vote does not belong to a party. It does not belong to a candidate. It belongs to you. It's your votum. It's your sacred oath. You own it. It is your portion of the sovereignty of the state. Don't exchange it for temporary benefits. You cannot exchange your vote for t-shirts and little monies here and there and a piece of cloth and a goat and a chicken. Your sovereignty is far more expensive than chicken. Do you know why people will pay chicken for your vote? Because they know you don't value it and they want to buy it cheap from you. It's your votum. It's your sacred responsibility. And go beyond party colors. I can say without any shadow of doubt, from 1992, since we started up to now, democratic experiment, I've voted for different parties and different candidates. It is an insult to your intelligence to put your vote on autopilot. It is an insult to your intelligence to say, as for me, I will always vote this. What is the proposal on the table? The quality of my life.
It's true that we are in a very difficult situation, but if we make it, if we cross 2024 and we do the 4 years from 2025, if we cross that, a day will come in this country, like in America, they are holding Donald Trump responsible. Citizens will hold politicians accountable. That day is coming. It's coming. Amen? Because when you are dealing with the youth, not married, they don't have children, they don't have property, they have nothing, they are unpredictable. And one of the dangerous things with dealing with the youth and some of these demonstrations, which politicians must not ignore, is this. Is the fact that the Bible said in the latter days, children shall be disobedient to their own parents. So if children will be disobedient to their mother and to their father, as for you politicians, you don't matter. Do you hear what I said? Oh yeah, this young generation, they don't care. So when you are dealing with them, you have to be very skillful and very tactful. I'm telling you. And it's a big issue for African nations and leaders to ignore the cry and the restlessness and the frustrations of the youth. It's a very bad move for any government in Africa to ignore the cry and the concern of the next generation, because it's difficult to satisfy them. You got to meet them halfway. You have to pay attention. If they feel they are being ignored, they are being disrespected, they can do something crazy. I'm telling you. That is what brought the Arab uprising. And I think that leaders must
choose.
All rich politicians
they are
thieves.
Does that include you? I'm a businessman. That's why I say that.
But you are also a politician.
Yeah, so you can add me too. We are all thieves. Yeah, because look, you see, you don't assess them. When they are coming, their campaign, their shoes, their sneakers, all the clothes they wear. When they are going, when they become ministers and they are living, look at the mansions they have.
But there's a provision for people to declare their assets before they assume public office.
Rubbish.
And
rubbish, not you. I'm saying it's rubbish. I'm not saying you are rubbish, no, but it's rubbish. What provisions? I've told you that we are naturally born bad. Anything, if you want my head to be cut today, Ghana, you get somebody to do it.
I didn't have banking training, but I'm a chairman of a bank, and you know, I was intimidated the first time. I said, wow, what am I going to do? I'm just going to make a mess of myself. But you know, money is so easy to understand. Just find out where it's coming from and where it's going, and that's it. That's it. Where is the money coming from and where is it going? Track it. And you know, I sit down there and I have all these bankers and people with all kinds of banking degrees, and I ask very simple questions. What about this? What about that? Everybody says, you know, we haven't thought about that. It's just common sense. You look at facts, you query the facts, you demand answers from the facts, and you get the answers. It's not that hard. If I can do it. And I was horrible with mathematics, still horrible with mathematics. But I realized really in finance, you don't need serious mathematics. It's just addition, subtraction. That's all. Income, cost, expenditure, net. And I could do addition, I could do subtraction, I could do some multiplication, some division. If it goes beyond that, I'm just blank. But I just realized all you need to do is add up the numbers, subtract, and be detailed and be logical, and you understand it. It's not that tough, really. You know, many times we allow things to intimidate us. You know, you look at a financial statement, wow, what does that mean? It doesn't mean much. It's addition and subtraction. That's all. Just follow the numbers. The numbers tell their own story. I didn't have bank.
Was the bank stressful? Was it distressed?
You know, you see, like I said to you, if the bank was that bad, our current finance minister, Honorable Ken Oforiatta, together with the chief executive of Enterprise Group, were in my office.
Kelly Gadjepo.
To do what? We're interested to buy Capital Bank.
No, hold on. Ken Ofori-Atta, the finance minister.
Yes.
And Kelly Gajekpo, his partner at Data Bank and Enterprise, came to see you.
Yes.
This is when Ken was finance minister.
No, before he became finance minister.
Okay.
That's right.
They came to you.
Yes.
That they wanted to buy your bank.
Buy the bank. If it was that stressful, would they have done
So this was here?
This was 2016.
I see.
Yes.
They wanted to buy it.
They wanted to buy Capital Bank.
For Data Bank or for Enterprise?
Well, the letter they gave to us,
they wrote?
Enterprise Group. Yes, I have a letter to that effect. You know, you see, Paul, I haven't said a lot. Because, you see, for me, my principle is this. You have to relate with people on good faith basis. Up until the person indicate to you that your good faith is undermined. But I still believe that give people the benefit of the doubt. So I still believe people that they have genuine intention until they prove otherwise.
But have you spoken to Ken since your bank went down?
Yes, I have. What did he tell you?
You can't
I'll
say.
probably want to keep it to myself for now.
I see. That's interesting. Did you feel that you needed to talk to political authority to restore your bank at the time that it was closed down?
I'm in court.
Have you sued the Bank of Ghana?
I've sued the Bank of Ghana. So we have to respect the rule of law. So, you know, when a matter is in court, you have to be careful so that you don't, for contempt purposes and things like that. But I'm just letting you know that if that bank was bad, a renowned investment banker like the caliber of our finance minister will not be saying that I'm interested in picking up that asset.
Knowing that there is constant military overthrows in Africa. You all know it. The reason, or the very reason, why these coup d'etats are happening in Africa are also being experienced in this country. So, the government should address these important matters as we go ahead into the 2024 as an election year. We need all those individuals who constantly spoke truth to power some years ago to emerge from their self-imposed exile to speak to government, speak to the government we have now. Where are the Otabills? Duncan Williams, Reverend Marty, Archbishop Palmer Buckle, Doug Heward Mills, the many civil society organizations, and critical journalists. We need to speak to truth to power to help maintain peace we have in this country so far. Any failure to go by the tenets of our own democratic principles will turn this country upside down. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much. Just some few seconds for the...
Knowing that there is constant military overthrows in Africa. You all know it. The reason, or the very reason, why these coup d'etats are happening in Africa are also being experienced in this country. So, the government should address these important matters as we go ahead into the 2024 as an election year. We need all those individuals who constantly speak.
Ano pe mutiminka mema munyina chi na empomu etisei ene anope yeah, Juma from Monday to Friday. Every one of my Saturdays, you omo off. Omo enkwe Juma. Every ensu one of my Saturdays, omo ekwe Juma. And I no pay ya shedja. Nano pay ye pie. Yashajo, yashadra. Ye badi to. Ye be jedie. Jedie efrasi nano pay. Minim se no nsia money die. Se ye no nsia boni mpre no suo no. No nsia be boni mpre no suo anwumre no. Ya obe paki woni e ma no. Ya ka no obe paki de asi ho no. Nyankopon ahye ne ho animunyam. Abusuafo Citizen Show Saturdays edition. Ebre na aso na no pay ye ba ne aba besom wo. Anope wudi share prekope. Udofo ba kope. Nana ma ejako. Ana maji edwa se de be mreda no pa bia meji edwa no. Nana wotwi mu ensma wodo a edie ahimo. Ensma wodo a ekoso wo my Ghana mu o. Bone bedani e pense mu o. Ni edi koguo no ebre no na asanso aso ebia. Citizen Show Saturdays edition. Ebre na aso. Anope na maja komisumu star BAB. Memphis Dama NST Kwame Kwachi. Executive producer Citizen Show. Memphis Dama Eugene Ba. Nada romantina no pay wademia tumu. Said ye Muhammad Johnny ye Facebook no. And I said ye no san ye no. Ye Facebook page ni enim de akwaso ho no mo. Ye ntimi enstream and ran so hu say enye ye nko a na sa challenge ni ye nyaye. It's YouTube Accra 100.5 FM. Ena ye stream e wo ho no mo. Na Eugene ayade papa YouTube no what tebrie. Wa boni bede say ya bem. And what ya beto ye Facebook page ho no mo. Accra 100 to every 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020 na wadi ye kono na emu odin. Na kufuado aban emu ye different the first time. Wamo mawu ewu. Wamo mayale ayare. Wamo nko enko. Wamo ba emma. Yakupon eja wamo mawudi omuko. Yakupon na wahwe yensuo. Ya ogusu ahwe yensuo no. Yakupon beto akoyensu ahwe yenso. Adum akoyen. Ya shese wonkode afiase emfisha porpole edunom 15 years no onye adwumaden emfa MP so. Eti emane nya wanwa se wuti car mu trotro mu bus mu taxi mu wankasa private car mu. Na se wo kwa na se prisoners bigu kwa ho na se wo mo edra. Oh nipa nsa hwi wo wiase o. Emane nya wanwa se William Atu Esien. Emre bi atwam na wono na Capital Bank ayene dia. Was be office na kire se obi a ho pupu no obi a sorry. Owo workers empempem ya wotua wo mo ka. You say boss pa no ogina nkwanche no wa hye ni blue. The blues na kire se na e wodo. Because court to say aban ema wo mu sika bi o mo fanwura wo mo bank mu. Afe investors sika hodoa ofodwe tira de koto Capital Bank no bank ne ye ne die ntino gina ni 2 million na ho ode so waka say ye ne awope efa bank ni dwe tire 90 million Ghana cedis e de amu ka kan kwa sika na so pa enso eja na lawyer fo gina mu no e na aban so de ma na tufu abo ontu ya sa sika ni mu 90 million Ghana cedis ya na was we free 2022. It said 2022 says Sikano Obamadi etua mu 30 million Ghana cedis. That just say akwaka 60 million Ghana cedis. The 3 installment ye chemu miensa edema 2 ACN. Say April 2023 want you 20 million Ghana cedis. August 2023 want you 20 million Ghana cedis. Na the Abex Kano want you no December 20 million Ghana cedis. Atu ACN 2023 Wapani humadi bia Obeye bia Wayana adwene si obeye Esu die kosi ye nyina da ene se Nya 7 million Ghana cedis Ade ka 30 million Ghana cedis ne ho Ediska 90 million Ghana cedis no Die atu ACN nya ya 37 million Ghana cedis Judge ne se wa huni mo Bobie atwentwen subia esan say yes men mu kura na state attorney no ekwa file said the custodial sentence said the onu ankasa agreement ya wani state ni kwa ya no wabusu ntinka ye njeli no so judge ni man 6 months senka wontu esika no eti atu esien 15 years imprisonment with hard labor na ensema na Ghana fo bi senyina wa bra judgment no eba ye now board members nso na Capital Bank no wamu bro musia hodo sika na wamu nso fa bie no adenti ne yan prosecute wamu amanfo sofo Ansah ota be no nyina Capital Bank egu ye no nyina aka ho bi adenti na yan prosecute wamu nasa atu esien ya sacrifice no ele se ogwama no sacrificial lamp ni a sacrifice no eni ade na akwa kotumu board no nso a wanye wadwuma yie board no nso mo bro Capital Bank bosia board no nso asika pudu a ban sika wode ma bank no enkofo dwete o invest wo bank nim bit me de wa ma sorry bit mu do obi ayi company bi kura no we yensu buru mu bosia anyone no kan adenti ni yan prosecute wo mo afi ya to esie kura frase kasa ye second of oriata mutu opposition no obeka kira ne se wo mu do mutu opposition so mo ayeye esanse na wo mu wosika pa enkrofo finance wo mo sponsor wo mo eti Capital Bank no wo beton en wo so won ton fama no en wo se twen na wo behu China wubehu na office agro no ni die China wubehu na me ka se sankrofo we se no bank say ye gu no akese ye gu no wo mo na tam sika kase mana na akufo na busuafo se omo di tujo mahama na akufo ni Messiah no eni wo mo nyina ne na wotwi mu ensima wodo sansu esisi ye kromu Ashanti region mu hurusu press conference awudo be semienu na ekoso wa Ashanti region almost say aban ko amaban aba wo de MPP no adane bosom ya chese wo mo som no Asante man esum MPP se bosom wo mo som MPP se obosom because okonzongo communities na say do election time and answer election day omo no there's nothing like MPP but Asante man the MPP the yomo dwapade a wo mo som no almost say NDC kura na wo mo nsom no kura no 8 years omunya ne power mu se amoto mani wa Ashanti regional so mo ka project development infrastructure about 70 to 80%. Former President Jerry John Rawlings Duduana. Former President the late President Mills John Dramani Mahama Duduana. Then so abosom kase NPP awamo esumo no abro and awomo edi womo esanse party MPP na awamo sumo esumo no MPP ahunu said the Asante man here your t-shirt NPP afa womo fanfu no mu go Ashanti region MP se omugu Ashanti region ehunu se ono no se Nyankopon don boa no na se okọ parliamentary primaries ye omubeye na se owini enoa ne hia eye 99% dan deal se delegate eto abayi ni se wonye candidate enjina mu MPP amanyoku adimu a eye 99% se wo bewini parliamentarians omugu Ashanti region development hia wo mo asie ehia no ekwan ye ehia no hospitals ye ehia no infrastructure ehia no ade ehia no nyina wa Ashanti region nyina dan se ene ade hye for citizenship me kamunyansasem so aho me come asem wisdom me come asem de atomutini MP so mo wa Ashanti region nyina ade ehia no ye relationship a on nature say constituency no executives delegates ebe building no ade ehia MP so amwo Ashanti region no ade ehia wo mo so obeye member of parliament e constituency bi wa Ashanti region ade ehia no aye kwan ye befa so a constituency elections e koso no start free police station elections e koso a constituency elections e koso a obetimi aboa chese obetimi atuatue ska ama delegate awinie nkofo obetimi awinie na se constituency no e ko parliamentary elections a watimi awinie etu no wo pesika or per MPs common fund or pesika as member of parliament wa Ashanti region sika no wo boa no di agu hono mo na odi ato delegate vote esanse eye dan deal ye krom asantefo e de ato omutirim se omo ya asantefo MPP ye bosom MPP yo amadwa pade enti party ni amemo ye full kra e yo mo de ano omo pe enti MP bia anya na dwene se ne constituency obe develop ho wo be siesie ne constituency wa Ashanti region because ye pay ye ho ani se ye pay ye ho a anie Agriculture hini ya wokwakwosi office kesi adema MPP a wo Jan Ashanti region ka kire Ghana fo se Dr. Bobie ye na ase na Samira Bobie ye ne bayi na no na me ni former DCEB kasa wasi former president John Mahama na dan fo pa no enuti ne yesu okosi clinic kese ADC ni kuromu agriculture ho no no enuti na ye friend say community day school kese baako wasi ewo hoi yesi wukwa asamai aguna no ne mampo contract nyina road construction nyina agriculture mahene ene award ye de ma no because of that relationship ayonko feda woni former president John Mahama entamuntia ye MP e wo sa agogo sa area mu ho no mo NDC ensure ese yenya vote and voter region and achese ye stronghold voter region ye stronghold eti hono mo na sedwane be betena so a yenfa ye ni nkire yensisa Ghana dwapade Ghana sika nyina nkogu voter region amu chem wo be ye president ya enye wo stronghold nko a na se wo mo mutu abama wo e na ada wo ma no da wo man ni nyina ano oye adwuma was spread adwuma national cake no wache ebi kwa central ebi kwa western ebi kwa northern ebi kwa eastern former president John Mahama tesukra na opposition leader emia no e kan sem de gu no sukra no na ni kuro mu kwan na wo ye essence MPP afa Ashanti region for fanfu nti penifo nwafo mo fanfu efanfu nyina nti ni bibia nkoso wo hono mo former president John Ajekunkofu wabedi wo man so no ne latter days 2017 2018 no hu se Asantema wadi wo ma bro na Asantema ya frase no wo mo kasa wadi na memu eba awieye no eno diam rikade ne nsa koso so ode ne nsa so we no de nsa so we no de nsa so we no me kufu ye adwuma ena kufu start ye asema wo so obi sa ho ne say ye how many years ena ye interchange ye how many years ena see hospital but ode ne nsa so we no de nsa wa ha no prekesin we fra say no de nsa so ho ho sa enti adwuma we fra say wa Ashanti region no 50% completion kwa enuru na adane bosom NDC abaye nyuma bebe project bebre wa Ashanti region so Asante nkai yankasa ye ba ye bu Asante nkai Asante form pa de pa ena party MPP na adane bosom ene ye worship no ena ye som no bi papa bia nkoso 7 years ekwo 8 years 2028 2024 no makwa gina soame omasese bulldozer grader nom ni ade no mo de akwa hogu soame runabout na omu tutuo but enipa enhunu se be nkrofo we se no mu de yadwen edi agro nkrofo we no play with our minds enti yema yanim bie question was so be sa 2024 so almost start se soame interchange no mo ya question was so be sa Dr. Maltopoku Prempe ya you are member of parliament why you minister of state 8 years ni we minister sector minister education was also your energy minister na wa bisa wo mo say so enti mo be your project we na kire say 8 years ni afa na ma start e ba be se kwan dia maye se obesi muso anko hye mo ma se mo mamani ti na mu fura ase se mu usue nyansa wo ma batuo mu ya dwene mu bie ya ni ti wo ya batuo mu a MPP party na da ne bosom no o mo mfa mo fanfo be hunu se da bi enkrofo na ni abie enkrofo na ni ate o mo betena se no ma dwen se na se we de bi si da adenti na constituency we ye dia na constituency we se atimi afiri yensa omo bedwen won mo ntiase ento mbe ma wo mani aku Ashanti region na ye wo mo stronghold no ombe ma wo mani aba ho de wo so mu hia no ombe ma mo nsa aka last time na medwen adwen we amache boate ene owo kan USC a political science lecture roy overstanding wa Efidiasia School constituency na NDC take it no de standing ye me refi year kro say 2000 either 2000 or 2004 NDC parliamentary candidate Efidiasia School constituency. Sabe na onye lecture wo KNUSC obestande wa Ashanti region. Why Efidiasia School constituency NDC take it and what they call ye. Na papa iba ye niema was starting ya wo ye wo constituency wonom. Enipa da sani timi hwe papa ye nim ka se. Ke yebeto ama wo na so party no. Sa party no a wakwa gina no NDC ni ntinu ye nto maw. Enipa timi hwe papa ye no amache boatin yo amache boatin ya mo amunim na me ka kirem secret no me reveal ya mama hu amache boatin so a doctor so a professor e wo KNUSC NDC take it or parliamentary candidate NDC take it e wo Efidiasia School constituency baby a doctor you a free year you eye MP no me se papa yi start bibi gidigide so ofra broche na ba ye na fa yifa nkosi a enipa timi hwe amache boatin anim ka se oh ke beto ama wo na so party no onu nso olusu ya no so afri NDC kwa MPP yeah press conference so yeah there so olusu ya because ohunu se o wone pa e de makuro no but adwene de ni patrimu ni se ene pa ne de bi wo mu pa ye hu pa se wo betimi aboa constituency we but NDC no a represent no entini ye ntomam yek amame fo papa fo kuroma youth no etudi nachi youth ene etudi nachi ba mpanifo wo mu wo kuro ni mu no etimi hwe amache boatie ni mu ka chensa amache boatie ye hunu se ni pa wo mu pa ya sa constituency we ye de mawa wo beye ni yie pa ye be hunu nsakra ye reforms ye be hunu development ba de ka kire wo ne se party na represent no ye ntoma can you imagine enti wo kwa constituency sahodre wa Ashanti region bibia ni ho because yes some party ye bosom enete ye nso enti party na ye bosom na ete wo so no e de na wunya na wodi free mu mpacho kwa me fa me phone ma me why e de na wunya de free party nim ya buru so na wotwi mu bia afa na munsu munya isu munsu e wasanka santima ye boko jan nanka hemfu dianimu ahemfo agrekins mahinenom baant mahinenom ahemfo nanka mu dianimu na maka kire na akufo na MPP aban se adai wo bia firi bibia se enti ye na wie konfo no che referral hospital kase a whole region e serve o manfo no obi si military hospital kase se we military hospital kase wa ye wie anesa mo party aba power akan wuram adane bosom Kumawu constituency by election si obi a start hospital kese e wo mukuro mu de mamu mo party aba power wa jai project na mana kan wuram na obi gina Kumawu e ka kire mo se mo de mu hia development mo de enya hospital na mu hia enya school papa na mu hia obi Kumawu edu pebre mu anu maye mobo asukori na mbebu nsuo Kumawu fuo Kumawu ni iboduma sinu ni de keka ho edu epebre mu anu maye mobo se na sukomu demu ensuo mu ni bi former president John Mahama da romanti enemu bu nsuo January mu bugu December mu bugu enfa ho ni epebre na wo bi minister gina mo constituency ka kira mo se mo de mu hia development mu hia infrastructure de mu hia ye t-shirt mo de kwahye nkraman anasha mo de kwa kwahye nwan na mo obaji so ye na mo sen mo de mu hia ne pa na wo bi akoto aba no kase ye de ye MPP fo odwan ma aponche kra be gina se MPP ni a ye beto aba de ama no enti nipa no nso ahunu se odwan me aponche se wo ye nipa wonka so odwan me aponche begina no abeto abama no ono nso hu se sebe wonwini se nipa wonwini se odwan me aponche me nti no obefa afamfu sa wunya hwe mo beto akoso osu Ashanti region se munya hwe because party musum party se bosom teve na musu ana so for line ene ye nya hwe munya hwe mo nkona na akufu adu krom achimo bu akwahene yesi mo nkɔhwe ahimfie esen be ahimfie a wasi palace esi die esi UK Buckingham esen no because wama ban na woso na wotwi mu special prosecutor sanso de foforo bai woni osi Federal Bureau of the FBI no kra na investigation for mo way FBI for omo USA na akabo mo na sisi da brother pa wo me investigating no because ono ntimi free Ghana ha say enko USA say sisi da brother pa e wo asset properties aduapade enuapade e wo ho enti okwa akohwehwem to ne FBI a omo US na akabo mo ehwehwem wo se transactions ahodo a ekoso nyina oni FBI from USA ena ehwehwemu e wa America Madam Abnada Pakwa ne lawyer ne legal team ekwa court na awotwi mu a omo de kwakwato judge anim say ono ne ho kyere no. Can you imagine say Madam Cecilia Abnada Pakwa ka kyere court say special prosecutor because I say why you didn't and were taking it for granted. Now I know ne ho kyere no. Ni sika na oba afie no obesesa ye. Ni bank account a what freezy. Enom ni ade nti no. Ne ho kyere no. Eti court no date o ma hye no. O mo ntwemira ni mu no mu ni asem ntem. No wa bere ni dimbo e won krofo ano so wo Ghana ha. Ampa so relieve our hwehwe wo court no ya grant e de ama no. Ya twi case no e de aba ni mahu se special prosecutor e de petition akoma chief justice se judge na case no wote so no omoa no nti wanyini famfiri so Madam Cecilia Brother pa esu e ka kire Ghana fo se onu no ne ho kire ne ya freezing account no kura kire no ni sika millions no a kisi aja ben ni team ko ni fiam kwaya ya no a omodo omonsa to so no ne ho kire no Cecilia Brother pa ka kire Ghana fo se onu ni nua na na Kofi Esano se hwan na owu 2022 no owu ye no wakwa bie bank account no ode gi funeral donation wode gi nsan abode enti sika botire na bebe to mu no a special prosecutor se ni nua na wu nanso ni nua ne bank account sika bem millions of Ghana cedis transactions e koso mu no Brother pa ka kire court se sika no a to ni nua na account no ni nua ne wu ye no okobiye ye to no na ye signatory ono na sign ye bie sa account no ode gi funeral donation and zika no na anu ye kokoto mu bem no eyensa abode ye Brother pa se ni nua ne wu ye no aibura afirie ogusu a woje nsa abode na sa sika koro no so kora no wodi kotua ni nua ne masuku fees ni nua fie mi hu se pa akwasi ayi Paka Wilson eko ni nua ni fie ye wokumase kwa hwe dan ya ni nua ni tim penti kura na be 10 years kura na msi ye penti ye depleted building bi ya esiwo Cecilia Brother pa se kan odikotua ni nua ne ma school fees ono ne ho kire no but eno pe wote me nka me ka kire wo se hwe special prosecutor so ko hu 1 million Ghana cedis $350,000 €300,000 hwan ni nyina omoboa special prosecutor di abase Cecilia Brother proposition account 1 million Ghana cedis investor Eco Bank ni nyina omoboa he sika ya special prosecutor ekwo hu ni Cecilia Brother pa fie sika ya special prosecutor ehu wo Cecilia Brother pa account mu wo Ghana hanom no na me catch na wa mo what say emu 5% special prosecutor fa me tu dwa say special prosecutor say eniema wo hu sika millions of Ghana cedis millions of dollars euros pound sterling millions of Ghana cedis wo hu wo Cecilia Brother pa bank account ahodo wo Ghana ha say no So was what the hun send babe to dwa and Kagana for Madame Cecilia brother pank and if you Kabana ki treja and Kanyan send quarter watching in Sao Martin Pebusun and Kagana for be chasing or court ako sinabo and near my special prosecutor through his investigation one who was Cecilia brother pa Kuranwa mamena bogana no say special prosecutor say what the whole report you never be to dwa and ka brother pa Katsambe nkuantiase and Kagana fortune sinabo Kanyane senko no catch the Ghana for say your freezing account. The secret guni them millions no ya fa special prosecutor evidence out so enti yen release information no. Na drop padia special prosecutor ehunu no. Se Ghana for kisia jabe se na adwuma awoye no. Wodi no kura pa se wo swear out enti wodi no kura aka kire Ghana for say sisi da brother pa adwapadia se na mehunu a sikase na mehunu wan account mu sikase na mekwohunu wafia abanana pa enka wadwapade a wutimu wo se abele mpeni Ghana fo atwagya tum enema kisi agya ben transactions e wo hunu se free Ghana Cecilia da abanana pa na associate ni business partners e wo USA sika wo twindi free Ghana Edikwa USA no say special prosecutor say what the hun send babe to dwa ka Madam Cecilia brother pa enko wie ye be ye tan wo Ghana ha sei enka won kan kire Ghana fo say wo ho kirew ka won kan kire Ghana fo say mu ye greedy politicians am wo Ghana ha mu ye greedy mutirimu aden mutirimu wo sum ondwini nipa ho se abena mi sori firifie na mi tuka na mi hwe mema bema wa hye jeans edi egu ni nsaso wa hye jeans be se 10 15 di egu ni nsaso ebi gu ni kwa ho wati wodoko wa 90 franopa enemu atiesia woshi enemu sa atiesi la pass eba onye dwuma abosomi at the end of the month ye betwa ne ka 1000 Ghana cedis krampa omresa danum hia guy bi rubber basket bia wa hyeha ayire no eni mpaboa ehye no wotinu hu se nipa we oye adwuma at the end of the month ye tua ne ka 800 Ghana cedis krampa enka omresa traffic mu hwememu a wo mu gina mu a omo ho odin a omo pa adwuma ye hwema a wo mu gina mu a omo ho odin omo pa adwuma ye hwemonten ememu omo gu abonten a omo pa adwuma ye millions of Ghana cedis Bank of Ghana twa billions of dollars loan yaje sikano way mache sikano ama Ghana youth and Ghana hase no o minor ye hopeless ma render o minor hopeless bibianim enti uye leader uye panimu a eya na nya wa homete eya na nya wa reho say we youth we workforce we labor force enama bonten so no mu nya adwumanye emu graduate emu wo ma wie teacher training nursing training wo ma ko school awie ya omugu fie uye leader and how say emabawa prostitution jantra brana wo mo bo say emema drugs criminal activities omadane scammers na mpanifo kra scam me wo man na nkoda wo mu ni adwumaye. Oh my goodness eya na ahomete eya na areho say abna good morning nana hwe nana akufuado na kwa wode baye omo na so maka say be fa ni pase 10,000 and 100,000
na ekwana ni mu 10,000 yenye 10,000
kwa mka so napko be fa
ewo 100 ni mai
abna napko omo bie napko purposely say graduate ewo system ni mu a omo nya adwumanye eno omo bie napko entu de enfa ne say efa 100,000 say de omo kan omo akoye adwuma odu omo kan 9 months wan tua napko agu enti sa graduate no omo we
And what's our face? What is a you start to say one.
You start in there say good baby. What did you start? Abena some of Abena
what much is cano credit
there's nothing like you start. Omo create bibi. No omo bofo to the atoso no omo create loot and share. Omo share their create bibi. So and one of the one me bisa say enti say nipa 100,000 na omo lunch in napco. So omo betu omo ka say 800. You can say no. Omo here permanent jobs. Because ungo fa nipa say okoye adwuma 2 years. Graduate, we betu anika every month 800 Ghana cedis. Wo di nipa na koye adwuma 6 months or 6 months. Na omo di statement aba na ya bomu anu mo 2 months. Enti say na napko agu no. Ya wo di wo mo ka no. Say nipa 100,000 na sabre no napko employ wo mo na bena adwuma na gu. Wo di wo mo ka there's nothing like so obi koye adwuma. So adwuma na gu 9 months no. Onya kura bi betimi na 5,000 6,000. Obetimi a enter into entrepreneurship. Obetimi a start bi. So nipa 100,000 na abena. Wo employ wo napko na wo gu adwuma no. Omo we.
Na ya se
afoforo so
asabeka ho there be kwa na ekoso
afoforo so asabeka ho na we say oni we no ha MPP o we no MPP ha
enka wo ma agenda ho nana
enipa 100,000 na napko employ wo mo no sa graduate no a napko aguo no ya modi wo mo kan 9 months no ya omu gu fie no afoforo asaba be piso
9 months say edis enfishia mienu na etwem yo omugu no tisi sika no kwa devalue sika kwa asai asa wo de mom komutimi fa anya hwe
party a wo wa ban vice president ya wo se napko eye wo initiative Dr. Bomia no ne hawo but ade ehia wo ne se ope president edi. Are you being serious?
Afi kwade wo so obesesa trotro aye ni electric ensem hunu nko a papa de bia de beche
so why na ya ka sere so meka wo napkofo no wai na no president akufo do Charles conference ase wakogina ho no mo bo ho samrane
free senior high
school no enrollment no from 800,000 to 1.4 million.
O si enfa ho ne dodo no kofo kana dodo wura na
ketewe so yes dodo wura
o si ai debi we nya dodo wura bia na we ye dodo amfa so wo mu pa
abene
eti se ye wo bibi pa de boy ho safo hina o si
abena 2016 se na enrollment eh 700,000 ena impokura no de omo a wasi candidate omo mkwoche sasa omo twa wasi omo mkwoche exams no we dey find say omo ye 100,000 Ghana omo ye 100,000 say enrollment no akosoro increase enti ebia 2020 omo mkwoche 200,000 so do you want to tell us say 2016 omo pass ye 50,000 2020 no enrollment no increase no omo be pass ye 50,000
ensida
akwa animu adana no Dr. Clement Apak eye interview ha say o say e free 2020 eba no a covid ban omo ntwere wasi biem ye exams na edin because ye West Africa English speaking countries no ye nyina ye twere exams baako exams a ye twere wa hanom no eno na Nigeria for other English speaking country ye ewo West African eno abi na wo mo twere but since covid eba no eye wayek and a set of questions abena and the senior high schools ahodo e wo Ghana ha say e dru time omo twa exams a headmaster ginem teachers ginem question papers no ye solve ni dito of G's theory almost solve ni dito
na mi ntwa wa no o mapani ekufu adu kodwa na num wa Chimotel school na anu ada no ade achi ya na edu watch almost so eye Kofi Asare mo Africa educational watch almost so dey be tuma watch say wo mani base enfishia adu ni se ka se afi bi pa nkora kwotwero nsohwe pa ma mo practices eba no kro no wa ya pone eche say enye apono kwa pese but so wo ma ehwe wo mo so no wo mo nyina wo se no wo mo nyina aka ye teacher for vigilators nyane ade
vigilators
no se wo mani a wo mo di
nsohwe afi parents mama chove teacher for no omo ba be start exams na
omo so omo check for mani so
abnetie omo ji scam de be ma external vigilators external vigilators omo ba no omo ska omo je nkora no internal vigilators omo ska omo je ye subject bia English would obetua mass would do obetua
says uncle money na teacher for the edio to scan one more gem kwala no much mu says sika we ya wutua we be kwa nti say will be 2,000 Ghana so
sapoko school oba be oni mi sister ba form 3 no teacher ni share da ka kire me say subject bia me makra no classes wo ho teacher ni ka kire me say English no chese curriculum chese cover even 25%. Cover or time ebeka best a month to a university madam. Say classes now no by normal classes na nkoda ne ba no. English, maths, no geography no. Yen cover best at 30% because akurako school 3 months or betine fie 4 months. Akurako school 3 months anokwa 3 months o. Omukọ 2 months 2 weeks no ba betine fie 3 months. Yeah, go school every year. Be any go school best at 10 months. They are 2 months.
2 weeks, 3 weeks.
And no cranny and but in a year no. Akurako school 2 months, 3 weeks. I was so better 3 months. Enti school be headmaster ni teacher ni be no person enum be gu ase enti exams ni dura na akufo ado wako gina chance enum edwa wanum 2018 na ye wasi enu na nkoda no akwatwere ya omu fairly poto ye se tertiary omu qualify on be tertiary na ye less than 60 no omu do 60% e fairly ya 2018 na do first batch 60% wasi student omu resource e buy na bena 60% no omu ntimi nko tertiary institution a free say omotwe ayi wasi efiri ho a wayeki bias wayeki for na set questions no Ghana apo na nkoda no twe dito ye solve na de amawo eno ne nya wani wu
ade mu say education minister say wo senior high school manya de no kwa wotimi kura gu no
enti school bi en ho no mo headmaster bet na ho no mo say na nimu ngu ase apo he Legon University say what Ghana tertiary institution omo complaining but omo ntimi voice out e ma abonten na no nurse ni bia me di wose ma o ma me no mo call form 1 bebre ene yi wo madi
na so what say see akwa no enye ayo University of Ghana nkwa o ase see tertiaries no mu nyina astarte was is it one technical university be says ye yin enipa no mu bi edisa say wo mo so mo GPA nye on say Legon e bontre na wo say 1.0 wo mo be yi wedi no it is see no ni strategy on ba be use so say de be ya wo be twadodo na agu ba de obeba wo mu hie skare wo be to form wo be ba wo de fa apo no kwotwero na obi aso obi e pepapa na obi e pe school sakese no ni nyina aso kan wo because grade 1 schools so called grade 1 schools no eno an obi e ni di etire science sa wo ha ni nyina aso e ka ho enye senior high schools na nko na de pressure ne momo e sa de koto suapon akese no so Sekian University ni University of Ghana no NTCC so ma fa sa kwan na se nipa no hostels aba penso private hostels nyina ye ma wo ha ne so etini nyina ye strategy omde ba befa wo mu betwa wo mu nyina to agu
omu twa gus abna omu twa wo mu gusa twa wo mu gusa
eye wo ha
twa wo mu gusa nkura no ko school no a kire say na omu complaining nkura performance ye poor academic performance ye poor enye enu omu 20 nkura no wo benya access to training colleges wo be ko nursing training wo be ko teacher training wo be ko university wo be ko technical university by the end of the day no wo first semester wo resource emra no na wo kofie o do wanum basic was sign no capitation grant and the teacher for Ghana ntimi nka so
na so ka ho ze se nchirim anu aso no wo se wo mo o ma panye kufuado e se bibia sa say human resource so
capitation grant
say a human resource Ghana da che se de be ya wo mo mani wo mo nananom na wo mo tete wo mo wa brotire no wo mo de adwen fi so wo mo tirim no mo an de be san so ba bebu o ma mu da che na che se se wo mo maka wo hanom no de ase hanom no de wo bia wo benyine na afi wo mo mani wo mo nananom asa ba be so kwase ni sa se wa mobra eso so ne nyina ye ono ne sa so
ne mo ma no mo ya akrofo
wo say human resource enkwada da achi
na o ka sa wo ka unwie we ahwa ade ba kwa ya na unim ade ba kwa ya na ye me ya ne se ya buru we su nyina no obi ato se na akufu ade de wonye ahwe Dr. Bawami abebiriki 8 ahwa sansem we nu nyina be ka we nyina kire onipa ba no aka kire say Dr. Bawami abebiriki 8
wo mo hawo no I think say ebru nipa de so sa wo mo ye yesa no because se sabre pa wuntimi nwe ma ho na se obi adwen fi bi abeto sabre nyina bibia ada di pefe se nye wo man papa o man yi eyo na wo pena se still na no wono na adwen na obedi a kire dia na wuntimi nka enu baabia de ye betimi aye ne se ye beye ye de se de ka no ne ye kajebi wo kan no wajebi nana wuntimi nyeri nyina pepepe de se bible kura aka anti nana nipa nyina ntimi no nti nipa nyina ntimi ntie ensempa no na wo mo enko faako etu nye de ya se de Satan Lucifer wote atua ewo ayi no soro emre bi atwam saa na nipa bi nso so wo mo eye wo mabrabo ewo hanom nti no ye befa ne saa ye nya dodo na no afa papa no na se yetimi gye oman ni si wono ma eno eye na 90 yankomu ewo de obokrata no mo boso no daily graphic weekend special na me di efiti asie na
adenti na me betena say ya. This is from insulting people, but rather you can criticize constructively the work of the equivalent. Oh, maybe better now say ya. Oh, na ba better me criticize the equivalent because oh na ba better me criticize the equivalent.
Say wo kan asem ni bi e favor manyuko ba kono ai e favor manyuko ba kono na enu tie nipa kro ne de won pese
you don't have sense wo ni adwen
na ka wo kwa wo yes akwa na ma se na ka kwa so asem na wa ka no kwa so kwa fa ye
wo ni adwen
wa wo tufu say eni amanyuko ba ko achi saa so o ye de eni
o se
na sa wo ka NDC asem de na obi eti kwa pai senseless over
NDC ni say wo ye MPP ni a me na ma de me preaching say we your NDC near your NDC we your MPP near but one kasa tenas na access party no awudi akire no e de na wunya de free and run here can be wa say all the 16 regions across the country be be fabian abena ura region bia development project bia be hu obian emu be say 80% e NDC e na ye emu kumawu ye omugu awam kwoto abafo ba election ya omugu anma na poko kan se mudide mu hia ni t-shirt we kumawufuo eduru pebra ye kuro mu afi askori na no mebu nsuo ensuo mu odin wo kumawuni ni area ensuo ehonum no ye botan enti wo de ensuo mu odin former president ko for menya 8 years so ho wo ye dey ho wanye nsuo wanye bibia ho hospital si wonom eye NDC school si wonom eye NDC Ansah na ensuo water project kese no waye ane kumawu ene na environment no omunya ensuo nom wa start hospital kese wo kumawu ya wo sie ni ase be se 80% ese wo ma wia ne sa MPP be o nko ho o ma jai adan na Dr. Kwabena fo kumawu wo kumawu ra bank o se sa o mo be ye bank transaction bi aje so o be afija ase enti NDC time eno mu bi kumawu ra bank e ma kumawu Etinu na ya na meka say wo ye MPP ni a sani ema wenu hwe hu ni say MPP na ye bosom no awosom no edie na what are you getting from the party na wo worshiping no wo som no say party we dey run am so dey na wunya dey free mu because ukokumewu a former president for 8 years mekai say Dr. Kwabena for papa wi sabe no ye governor Bank of Ghana ena ye ko na miso ye ko kromo ni ye gu kromo no nyina mo say papa no o ye governor ono na Ghana ska no ono na wo sign so ho ye tete sansem ni bi when the two political parties edie na wunya dey free mu na wahwe so na wo de ato aba but se wo se wo de wagimi wo ye NDC ni wo constituency region wo nya hwe eno na abedi akire wo ye MPP ni wagimi wo de do hia ni t-shirt e na afa nso no eche ya wo be hye na wo de di Dr. Bobie achi because wagimi a obefa fanfu enyo na be chese me criticize obi me criticize se wo tu abama NDC wo nya hwe free mu ato abatia no wo tu abama MPP se de ya tu abama MPP ama Ghana say tu abatia MPP
se ensem hunu se ya wo moto no be so mo kire host na hostess ne de wonka afei sa anko ne sa na ena no nsem hunu wo kodi wo station ba ko yi eno a eno omugu so a wo mo twetwe no nti wo mo kasa ne de na eye amfa wo energy emma wo mo san se nsem hunu eno wo mo ko mo fiti ka obeti asanko wati nsemu no omoka eni ye adwuma mu emra anase ene nsenka ya ebo ye adwuma ho mra enka ho kra ebo ho bra no etumo mo nka de wo mo epe daily graphic weekend special ena wode aba ewo hanom se ya bedwuku a aban no ate a wo se wode ba bebo asa de ebe ya ensuyiri a afa omanfo mpatamu ahodo ni bititu eye fra omantamu akosommo sutade akosommo ene kon sutade na wabie no wo se eho ensemu nyina sa bedwekoi na wo ba behwe ho nsem aka na enka ne mampani John Dramani Mahama ana wono so abo apro ewo mpatamu ahodo a wo so sabre wo edi emia kasa ni nyina eyesu yiri ehu nsemu ya no na wabo apro wo ne omanfo dodo na akwakonye nkita ho a wo kire wo se abotoyamu emwa bi a wono so betumi aboa wo ne ndisi amenyoko ni nyina no wo ewo aye krado so betumi ede aboa wo na eno nenamu afuto ba kode ama wo kire se voter basin no ese wotimi ehwe na wotimu wokyerɛ sɛ ɛbasa na ɛbɛboa papa sɛ de ɛbɛyɛ a ensuo no ɛbɛtumi anya kwan na akɔdwoodwo ɛkɔtɔtee saa na esuyiri ɛne ɛho nsɛm nyinaa edi ni panya no wokyerɛ sɛ ɛbɛtumi aboa ama no akɔfɔm paa eti wunya krata ne bi ɛkenkan a wo nse ni nyinaa ewo mu ɛwɔ hanom sɛyie na mfoni ni nyinaa soso no ɛyɛ ade a wɔn atwa yɛhwɛ sɛ Facebook Eugene betumi akapcha bi amaya enya asem keto akra na wotwi de areho sempa brichi ya abo wo my Ghana nipa empempem pa kyese esuo akoso mo sutade ya obi eyeyi etumi edi wo munya ni nyina no ho nsem ewo ha no mo seye memfa de mirror de bokrata no ento aso esanse asembi ewo mu a edika na editie pa katafe to so miensa na ye di nkan anase ye kwakofiti ase ewo ho no mo na ababa wa ba akose de ya na mpanifo ekasa asem we mpanipa nipa na na ya na ope ne ho asem papa na ene akyekede wono a na ya na ope na ni moja ya fremu ama no a so ahu nti no asem we mpanipa nipa ene pe ne ho asem ababa wa ba ko ena ye kyese krata ne kyese mfimpinu ni dunko 2019 ni mu ena wono akasa call police station call report ye say ya obi a wodo didi na chia ni senior kyese ni wo training no a ewo adwuma mu wa hya no ne nada kyese wa shada kwa hya ne sesan se o ma nani so eye no wani so hu ase o ye unconscious o ma ne bibi a ededa no a na nani enhyada ni ne ho na adrantie no eyire na wone no edaaye na afa didimu a court efra asemia kopiem ewo ho security court efra asemia kyese ababa ya fa de wonko enu edidimu a kyesa asem no kwa kopie mu ho high court kra na edidimu afa de asem no wo matu ahyeda na kyesa emu eya yerem abaya na asem afa de obeka ne sa asem no kwa no nani enyi hu bio enti no ka ebe ya ka court no mema won fre ni bio emfa asem no wontwem wono na wode ba ye kra wo se waka wonweye na no na court kyesa da bi repa wuso bia repiwa wadanse nyina bibia adadi se eyade a bibisa ekoso wakwa so piti ya ye wo test nyina ma report aba ejasa asam no didimu a mfihia miensa December 2022 afa de wo se asam no wani nyi hu bio wunye interested bio nto omu ntwamu wo mo baba ya sa 2023 sa na se abaya anya de se wo fi wo mo enti no na chese kokoba wode ma no June bosumi ye twam ni nyina antira baba efu wadwane afiri ho aba be hyenkran na eno na aposifo edi ne tentenu asa wache na isi wode na kwakotwere aban kukumu se wontimi enkyere wo mo de wonom enye saa da emra no enkyere se ye wonsem bi wonom etimi yi free court de be fie ba we nka ho se yetimi aye hwehwemu ama asenie na kodum pempenso bi a se wode atemu ba na afi wo ba be ye wo mo se krokro de John say de na ebasa na ha adwe paisan say nipa na wode kwa adu no ebono no wono oye pharmacist Patrick Afun na ababa ensu a ene bibi nti wanfa ne din ama no wono no na chese wono so eye pharmacy assistant na wodididi ni na ase a echese nka wo hwa se obetumi enya suahunu ewo saa ekwan no so a eye Patrick Afun etimi edi ne boni a etesa no na echese abrantie no so no esa asenie no wotimi edisi ase se wode ne betumo mrakwa bi ese wode ne fa so ni ntino wontimi enton kwaso ama ne makot wa bra ababa awa no won makot na asem no wopese wono no wo ye ne basa makot na Ghana mra so enkyere saa no enti eno enanam so wo kyere se wo mo ebema Patrick Afun na fa ne ho adidi na ese wo mo eche ewraba wanya mfisia aduasa sabre no kwampo de no wo mfisia no aduonu ensia eno ho nsem ewo hanom sei na katafe to so miensa ho no a enna wo pani ba ko eba no awarie mu nsem a wokasa efa ho pa relationship consultant Dr. John Boache ena so wadi bia ba wo kire sei etoda ya na nipa no bi ewo relationship bi mu wo mo wa yonkofa bi a kire sei esa wo hwe sa yonkofa no a enya de se hye nyame animonyam kura esan sem ase baako ehu ne ho se owofom ena baako ewo soro etitan bia na nasa biri bia no dwuma mu nkita hudie ni na no baako epese wo sopress baako pese wo hye baako anie ya wo kye ne so de onyo bia mini wa brabo ma wonyo bia na kye se tan bia no wo fa ekwan bia so se de be ya wan kasa no wonya wo mu gidie wonhu ho se wo so kwa wo ye nipa sesa nipa no eni wa brabo mu a tan bia wo ka ensembone edigus wo dada wadwe de wadwe ejira edi agosa wo kire se mani meme nyina saa ayonkofa no saa relationship no what nipa kasa wo well being wo nipa suna kasa wo de bobra e wa brabo memwa e ba so etimi ema wunya adwemu hawo ene ade nyina eti eno ho nsam ode aba na katafa to so enumu ena ukopie mu ewo upper east mantam ni mu abogatanga ena watumi bogatanga circuit court no eye asenie ba kwa da wo mu anim ene se eye emaba wansia kyese de wanyini kura wo mu eye mfihia aduonu 20 years wo mu ekoko be ma ho an eye emaba ansia yi ba kose obi eye ababa wa bi agene boyfriend etu wafa gang ama wo makwakotu agunu so anya asem keto akra ede o ma poli ni tiri hwa twanala pa manya asem keto ama kyese ani ababa wa de onu akasa no wo fa bi shepa fa bi la eno ena sabre ede wo mo akwakodi nsenseme ewo eye aseni bia wo twe wo mo abo so ewo hono mo pa fei ena wo mo ehu abeg enti eno nsem nyina ewo hanom sei na October busumi ewo mi de ye nyina ye nim se eye pink month a eye breast cancer awareness month enti ne eba no kokra metonufuo mu a ho nsem ehu de wo pa se ye ma wo bia tie ye kai wo bia no eye ade abusumi ehun senkaye ekoso papa eno nam so emampanifo awodo na panifo dodo na ede efutu ama wo manfa wo kire se eso obi a hwe na ebase ne nufu no se wo dochiri no wa na wo be yew se ne wo be ma wukunu na ayew se wo be kɔ asopiti nso na akwa yew ni nyina ehu akwanya ewo hono ma wonya krata ni bi ekenkan a eye wono ma ebo sa yade no anasa sa wo hawo a ebe ni tutu ma na ye nya wo mu susuaso pa no ehu nsemu nyina wode aba ewo hanom sei na kratafa etoso aduonu miensa page 23 ewo de mirror na mu ena Ora John Boache, Dr. John Boache kuro ya wono so ebusa se why ye ready se wo be ware wa ho boa so se wo be ware ana enti no wa chechum e wo hanom ensem ahodo a ya na efa ho ana se niam ahodo a ehia se nipa wo be sipie sita ewo mu ansana watumi ewura awarie mu eba na wadwen mu apomuden o mental health no ejina brane wo sika samo ene se be ye ayonkofa ena afeyi anamo ahodo a wutu ewo relationship ni mu no pempenso a edu a wo susu se wahu nipa no nyina no ni nyina eho nsem ewo hanom a wakyerɛkyerɛ mu a niam ahodo a omanfo etumampa Amerika egwa awarie mu odi amika saa no odi niti akwakorum ebewi eche na akwakoye nsem bebre enu nyina ho nsem ewo hanom na katafa to sudumienu ene aduonu baako 12 and 21 center spread no ena wo hwe hanom a enkane ba penny ewo my Ghana mu mampani dada John die wo kofuo ajekum kofuo na ne ho kani mame Tessa Teresa Kufo wada ne benkum so said ye nyina ye ni busumi ne da na edi kan ya no na kyese na yiyo no a ene gusua opanini fie opedua se de na wotwe mienu nie o manfo so odi wa trentwie nie a wo kwa wo ba enti na wotwi na wodi ne na wotwe etimpanifo akuku da mo memu nyina kopie mu wo hono mu a ehu foni nyina ene wo center spread ha no mu a ye ma me Teresa Kufo ne niema waye nyina wo hwe efri ne maba wabremu nyina wotwa ne nyina ho foni nsenkaya wodo manfo nso eka edefa ba pani hu nyina so se wo ha wo kire se ma me ne de ba no senipa asetena mu yedie nkankro nyina welfare to humanity education na edana koma so a wo bo ho modern pa bo ho bra ni nyina ho sem ewo krata no mu made the spectator krata no ene betu apo ewo krata no mu boso ni mu na o kire se ene wo mo no wo magye breast cancer awareness month na abo mani asepa enami mi anya asem ketwa eti wo hwemu a your weekend companion no the spectator your weekend companion breast cancer ho nsam nko a ena wode aba nsenkaye ni nyina no ebodero afa kokra weto nufuo mu ne kwa manfo bitimi afa so na wasi ano ne no na ba pani ba ko wo maga na mu ma me Beatrice wiafe ene eba ne se breast care international wono ena ye kofai by Peace and Love Hospital eno so ewo kumase minim kwa minim de ewo kumase no ewo odium no wono ena eda no a eba no de ubo efa no nufuo mu kokram eto nufuo mu ene ho nsenka ye nyina waboa mani pam ma pem de wono mu akasa break ye twa wo mu nufu no se ba ko se mienu ni nyina wo watimi aboa aso ano no fihia dodo na ani ekwa animu pa na bekwen din efata nefa no akono na afesu nipa so ya de a wosaye yie ntino Nigeria kuo ba kwa wo magana mu wo matumi abo ba pani Beatrice wiafe abaso pass abrede edin a wode ato no eche kuro nya asem keto akora ni nyina ene se wo se ekire se good mother na chese mother of the people ani na ene se ba pani ayade pa wabobra aye niema ahodo no a di dwumaso aboa wo manfo pa titiri ene emma no efa wo mo apomuden eho nsem a eno nso nyina wunya krata no bi ekenkan a obehu se eho nsem ewo hanomo na wo kokwameto nufuo no wamu no na opani ba konso so esre obo ho dawura wo kire sem se abani se nufuo ma no de ni titiri se ya na ne ekofo du sabre ya wo ni gie wo mu nyina wo kwahwe nufuo mu da breast screen ye kwahwe nkoye bi o da bi ni de nyina ne se ne ese mumia numu nufuo no mumia numu nufuo no eti wo bu wanum kwanko obenya enkama enamwa na kwa madwa wo mo boso wo hia ba ma ba kwa no yi right na to nanum wo hia we wa hanuma no yi left na just sa na ka ne wo chicha saa na ko de kwa no na ya na ya wo mani gie no wo mu di agro kan sema kese ene nketo nyina efa ho ene wo pani no e kire se dabi enye no ene ehia kra wo mu se nufo no de wo mu no ma eboa ema eye kokra mu no nyina no na wo be ma no de check ya na enye se nenum na wo no mama na ko dabi wo num na wo do chiri no wo hwehwe mu se madwa bia betomu a enu kwa se ewo mu a se nipa no se wonim no wo your partner wonim no a wonim se asomasi ana wo benten ya na akosua ne nufo no madwa bi sei enim eti se ne me hu bibi se na che temachu bi aba ho eti nyese nufo na na monom kwa asudie eda ho wo kire se ade ba ko manfo onim ni se sa wonum oba nufo aba ma wonum oba nufo wo kire se eboa papa ema eye ayonkofa eda mo ntamu no wo se etimi eyire pa eboa ebonde mo papa wo kire se ne titu eye awaafo no na we no menka ma ne nkwa akire ene ye wo akire mu no wo ko ti bible na wo kire se wo manfo anyini ni a wo mo enko Proverbs 5:18-19 1 Corinthians 7:3-4 and your Bible quotations e kanufo ho asem a said the boys ne penufo no ni nyina ho nsem e wo ha wa kire mu a se nyenufo no no mu akeke wo num ni nyina na de boa wo ba no said the be ya wo behu ohaw temachu bi a aba ne nufuo no emu eti na wohwe krata no mu de ensam dodo na woka no ni nyina efa eye kokramato no fuo mu na ba pani ba konso so Breast Society of Ghana so empany for Dr. na adoko ayite eno ono so ede atu dwa wo ye oncologist na je se ba no eye Kwame nufuo ya na edwa bewura he wonu wa che se ye ba no se eye kokramato nufuo mu ne kon na enye anofafa keke no be the mof e be the doing what I say aban ne penifo nhwe na woni dwumaso emfa ho so obetumi abofotuo bi se de be ya wo manfo no a wo mu enya kokrama ebi a wakọ asopiti ya ka kire ne se wo haw enie na soso sika wonya emfa enkwa ayarehwe enyi ayarehwe nkosi asienti afa be wi achi no na wati na nanom nse do asabre Ghana ha no ejhwehwemu ekire se afibia no matitiri ebro empemienu 2000 ebusua enya no ejese ehu pa 2000 na chese wo hwe manu kwa de no na emema no soso de no soso ewo ho no mo pa wo kire se ese nipa nyina epe ho asem kapa nye ma no kwa mema no sebetimi a mo soso no mo no mo ma ne de nyina na mo soso mo hwe mo de no sanse enye ayi ba akofo nkwa na ne nana ne abrewa ye nyina o haw no hu sunsanso no ewo bia so just say ya na mo de no esu pa just 1% but ni nyina so kan obi etina na me de esi krata no mo boso na no eno no ni nyina dodo na aye eye breast cancer ehun ensemwa na so ehia pa se wo mo de basa sanse fini aba na edie bofo so ene de ne nam eho apaso ehia se bebre ti sei no ye nyina ye ka bomu na da bia ye bo hu dawuro saa ma obia aso etibie.
Hey, say the Mako who our Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic no. Me who crave me. Say enunti no manya award wa. Eya world best. Obia transe Emma Dumpem ya de. Ka say anase boya de enkan to dem bio.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Esa nyarwan te say. Ne ekuro etu no. Ne enkan ewana num. Oba na be mo pa wo. Ene enyarwan kaye.
Nansi ma me ka say ene spinal cord ho ekaye no. Greenfield ada romenti ene wasa so de gina na so ebiem.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our ultramodern laboratory and a diagnostic machine sir. Ashisheni pediani mwankasa. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Ewa nungwa dogon Estate Junction. Last stop. Frewa 0243-983-906 and 0261-651-898.
Greenfield.
God is our healer.
Greenfield.
Your last stop.
I believe. The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir. The nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past. The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir, the nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past. The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it.
Say, yentimi enya politicians. Ye nyina adwene amma bankrum say we are serving the nation. Intino yamma krono saa no enkoso a both NDC MPP ye nyina account for hwe galamsey nsema eba na airtime
very disturbing
airtime say me buy adano ne ese e be kan masem na ija but you see what has happened enye kwawusi nko a empayimfo no bebre nso kan wo mu. They should bow their head in shame, down their head in shame.
From all across the ministry.
Time. And your ministry are there MPP phone. They should stay away. At dear President Kufuor Kaso Benya. They say Kufuor
Memene da anopa free no sia kopem 10 am na yesum Ghana for Nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah mun na mu voter radio wase na me mo mehwe adaklu babia yedamu Accra 100.5 FM yesi yedamu ewo adaklu voter region patamu ho babia eti adaklufuo ye chiachia mu nyina mo hote sei de moti yenkan de enim se enkwa ene ahode ewo honomo yenim de si wiki mu akosombo dam spillage ya viarefo eyeye no amomanfo ewura ho kire ene ahuhiehie mpa enra na mene honorable Jifa Gomeshi Abla Jifa Gomeshi interview wa ha wosi ensuo de free so beye MP no tidal waves na atwiafo mo so flood ensuo to na atwiafo mo so no no ankasa cross free wo no eba ne constituency ade a won fa na ni hunu bi da se akosombo dam ayemaye bie na spillage ye bia tumu ama Eugene mami videos no enkrofo edan etete nsu ani na de ba ko a honorable Jifa Gomeshi kan ya me hu dwiri mi ni se ye inform wo mo onu a oye MP onu kwa se K2 South ana K2 South wasi wani mu ho hwe or radio stations e woni constituency a wono no de bia wote radio no so woni ne manfo e kasa eti severe fo pa chese omo recognize say omo wonkrofo omo da wo ma no MP honorable Samoku Jetu Abra Kwanso constituency wono so ne ho akire ne pa ya na mu se nkrofo mattress wo so abi pagya bie enko mu nim do be but o man ka hwe ankire wo mo do mu hu ya ne se nsuo wa anamu viarefo so se e ka kire mo but in any case viarefo mo ka kire wo mo se de mu nim water no level no dam no de na adru eti mu nim ensuo no de mu ba be bie no havoc disaster de be sie e de be measures ena mu put in place send be ya omanfo ensuo na mu bie no etwi ekwo wo mo so a mu betimi di abo wo ho ban enti ye ba be bie ensuo bi nsida okay land in e da hai yakwa akosiesie so ya bobo tent nadmofu amone nadmofu aka bom assembly no various assemblies na communities ni be ya affected no ye no ma kan bomu ya bobo tent wa ha sei montwe mu niema nyina famra megum bia we sei no ye yi week de so na se month de si ho no mo a ye de ye preparation ye de prepare ye ho na ye de aboabo ye ho ni ya twe ye niema nyina de akwa kogum eti se ye bie dam no ensuo no na se etwi na eba ya dan na sisi wo no ensuo ni kwa wurawura mu se ebra so se ensuo no eti wie atwi kwa wie a ni aseye no aban na hunu ni obeye de afa ho emoa omanfo no de beboa wo mo ni asanso aka chom se bia dan bi okra edan ni bebre ho no mo a ebebu agu ni pantimi nkonkotena mu biem we nyina ya anye eno an se voter river authority for aka se aye ka kire wo mo ye ka kire wo mo se wo mo nye den ehe fa no wo mo mfa na president Akufo-Addo Kwadwo Oponkroma statement bi free ya ba information minister Ansah ene hyaase was interministerial committee to address voter down spillage induced flooding eti wamo setting up interministerial committee chief of staff ene ye chairperson na head minister for national security, minister for interior, minister for defense, minister for energy, minister for finance, minister for local governance, minister for works and housing, minister for roads and highways, minister for environment, minister for sanitation, minister for lands and natural resources, minister for information, signed by information minister Kwadwo Oponkroma. Yama ade sei manipa ho chiri wo mu wie ene yama sei wie ena Ghana de enimu ano no yate ho committee abusuafo ena no pay Honorable Daniel Kwasi Esiama former MP Buem constituency honorable mehu wa chempom ti sei
mehu ye pawo na mesra bisa no fo no emre no atwuma na
oh there be October
me ba no me pese me fa nyina nka ho
adi ehia no honorable aboso
na wo ko adi ehia wa nka ho asema so
it's necessary ehia pa se mo mo ama
o kasa no mati so obi awuram ha betwi bi ana me tisao so obi abewuram ha no bi anti o be kire the gate na
maybe aso be wura ho no ho Madi Muhammad Jibril, deputy director of relations the man National Democratic Congress ono so adjourn Madi. Good morning. Yes, I'm
the mini honorable in a shiache.
Whom will have say yache.
Nina a summon.
Lina a summon. Lina a summon.
Only butterfly and elephant. Say, can be away busy. Can be away busy. But I can see also honorable so interest. Interest in
honorable interest here.
Be ma be interest. Wo dey ka say osu ka ho. Na e koya.
Ma hu interest.
Yes, every year be through October.
Oba.
Every year be October, remember interest.
But it's about it's so good for us to be talking about it when especially when that cancer no a developer. The challenge is bigger than whatever we normally play around it. And I think that I feel say it shouldn't even be October crap for us to be talking about it much. No. It's something that and won't be a tunwa and no feel it, I don't know. Because and two nipa ni pains. In fact, recently, dialysis issue by and I'm for who says dialysis issues a very dangerous issue.
Because it will be any kidney
and the kidney now hospital another be or to people realize it just recently when this issue came up. Interview say it's something that I will say and can once the fun out of it. Men only one point of
program
it.
Be about breast cancer. Na almost show videos. Men.
No, it's serious.
Men say men be many. So here.
Yeah. So I think that it's something that periodically we should be talking about it because curing it, even all these issues are no. The your yare no anka so obi ibre ewo mu Obia Ebreu.
Obia, oh yes, Obia Ebreu. Obia Ebreu. Mem say when no come topics, but briefly, yemfa bibi kakran from fa committee a president asset for sa akoso most pillage, you know. Oh, yemfa no kakrana.
At times, my name say Tamuta Shadana Oboya Bamua, and I don't know.
Oh,
because in the first, my member when I went chia yeti for no pay. Na mean chia party for Jumadin, especially the former president, the flag bearer of NDC. At every time is ready for humanity. Ushe adia omampeni there was a committee at the time now wako US. Time of disaster we AC. Which nanka okrobia swa sad disaster present in Tukwan. Our president is nowhere to be found. The vice president is nowhere to be found. But the former president, in fact, what Tukwan or buy you? What buy ya? At least just to be with them, to at least sympathize with them. At least if you want to be a big crap, no crap on a tre say Udwin Nipa. So I'll greet him, Mr. President, our incoming president. In fact, at the same time, I always say Jumawe. Now the spokesperson of the chief imam, who is running the chief imam office as the appendix of the MPP office. Yeah, be ye more lead in there. I nye MPP ade. But because they were campaigning for Bawumia, then the spokesperson should I chief imam anka once said your mama bahon there because always when your mama goes to Molid, you know, fans now want your honor. Idea Bawumia ntimi nye baku mo. Intin they said your mama bahwa or not take more one drive straight to Embre baby na kwenja wo. Ain't cotton na kwenja so. Shouldn't walk and greet anybody. But it's about me bar. Or the quite what say one cheer would be in the first place. A brother naturally say was about me and Chiobi over Molidino in the first place. And I say will be now on track on Cotina and Bewino. But all this thing is doing or yeah because or Sumba Omia on Chi a friend say Armia or Sumba Omia. And you see, he's doing this and he's getting out of a Juma or so 1 year. Say Chief Imamudin.
Okay.
Or say Chief Imamudin. Yes, in the first place, that man had a press conference on Molidi. That ben say you consume me sorry. No, my best be a press conference. Ube sorry, Corunsa. Oko Moxuma, you pop once. Okay. When have you ever done that one?
Hey.
No, when? But you see, Amadi, I didn't acquire politics are now destroying the name of the chief imam, the office of chief imam. No, okay, press conference. Uti any press conference, Mutia was anwa. And sama, who say, but Omiamuna testing the second. Because Kadia chief imam, yes, we and I say, Makaya Sembi. Makaya Sembi. Now, Sema Americano say, John Mahama bad program where this time around. I see first, your mama turns over. In the first place, you know, I see your mama was written to him, say, Meba. And I said, oh, my child, say, Meba. You could have communicated to him and say, oh, Baz, this is how you do protocol. That's how protocol works. If they don't understand protocol, my child said, because program, Meba. So, Meba, I'm not okay. You are Tisa Oba. Oba, Uncle say, now, Odiba. Moba, so I say, that you say, obey. That's how you do protocol. And I want to say, oh, but now, press him. Communicating to the former president. Say, Oba, on internet came, say, the time they be an man, yes, I want to came, no can be Jina baby, obesi. We see an uncle transmont here will be. Yes, that is what he said. Pressure, no Ankasa, who said, dear, well, Baumia Lancasano is not marketable one. And Tom Lancasa, who said, dear, yeah, so Chief Imam called him again to come and sit down. So I said, Mamma, or no kind, I want Chief Imam, now I am wrong. John Mahama has the right to do whatever he wants to do when he comes to the program, providing he doesn't go say against the teachings.
Because John Mahama drew has said, "You need pabe budget su."
And no problem. Almost 4th November. You see, they are looking at the 4th. They want to use the 4th November elections, you know. But This is the man I do on Ankasa Chrome Damba Festival. He abandoned it. He insulted the people there and thinking that I don't know him. Then you buy a catch chief man catch a man for friends Joma member more. But we want to salute the chief imam who made him to sit in front of him again and speak to the same people he spoke to. Say, idea what kind and this
damage control.
Yeah, in fact, don't say or say damage control. Oh, any part wants to so what born yeah, that's how you do. You don't come back and catch and say I'm doing damage control. Oh, you don't do it. We are going to say who yet damage control. But I want to say idea about me sharing so one year no where damage control. He himself use the word damage control. Oh, where any natural if you have a bad leader, if you have a bad product selling. This is how you mess yourself up. Yes, if you have a bad product, obey yourself from so be. So we are assuring them. Now come on, your mama will do what he want to do if you will visit the program today. Eh? In fact, your mama doesn't even need to work for him to get places in a program. No. So back at the last time now call ya, wakasaye, refer to Quran and speak to people. But I'm sorry, you know. Because of one name Islam, one name Quran, I did I can one tiase, where Timothy, or no one year friends Christian, or no 1 year Muslim, one tiase, one kind. Well, sorry, instead for him to praise John Muhammad, referring to Quran verse that match what he said, you know, was John Muhammad. Say, from so say John Muhammad, say, when you're Muslim, about Jina Islam program, so enkasa. Forgetting say on our original Methodist, sorry, I want communion. Oh no. This is the man that Armian want to praise him at the programmer. Or no catch a Muslim say, or no Muslim said communion no no and non family molidi. When somebody can come there and speak to the people. And the Chief Imam, I've shown his leadership again. Molid started in the nobody has ever messed up Molid issue until say Bobie and Nanado Ebebo. There was the last 2 years or so. That was really a friend saying to ABC or because of Bobie if she's here. Why do you want to sell a day intimate or market? Committee or Mampeni Nanado asset. Then you realize we have a bad leadership. Because in the first place, in Sudan, baby, you know, at least they know the magnitude of it. And since about 63 years in here, I have been the same in Sudan. 63 years in here, SARS spillage way by ya, ebedu SARS stage way. So you know the magnitude, you know the pressure. So, time now, why didn't you set a committee to look at the issue? Say, I do where Bessia, then a bit Messi. Then a bit Messi, they see ya benny then. 1 year no. Now, ye are fed. In fact, the first place, they didn't really respect the people of Volta region. And I only allow the not more to go at this magnitude of a friend disaster. And then one region, no. You see, and then they forgot to say, Omuka say Volta region, but it's effective in Eastern region. Part of Eastern region. Okay. Oh, but almost a Volta region there only on fire. So we will not take it because this is not the first time disaster such of this MPP as a party and the government aren't taking it serious. Over the Keta issue, see what to serve. Yes, waves no. The same thing. The president didn't mind them. In fact, when John Muhammad was sending items to them, they had a problem with that one. Then they work also ministerial committee. Then you ask yourself, they see here a voice region, no committee, no, say. Okay, say even this region, so then be a yes, a committee, say. So I fanfare. Now to set a committee, and just say so no man be and I say stop so no, and I say I'm for sure munyamano, but you know the MPP. It's always the way of taking money. when you now I mean yeah share your maybe omedi on friends levy e was so against us say yes sika because they will use this as an excuse. Say the reason why we should accept them to do even for the IMF issue, that is why they are going for IMF. When MPP will use it to say in my but for me, committee I must say, I think it's out of place for me when if I don't see the need for the committee. I must say it, but I think somebody is a serious country. Somebody must be punished on this issue. Because when different from more wager enimho. This one is beyond that one. And I only say so you be in fact last and after this one I mean is a wager for so you can say baby and so ni e kodu say and so atono. Bia e beko beyond baby they were talking about 17 kilometers be it means you're going to go beyond the Omokan. So I must say education. I think they are learning from that. The education said amount for uncertain share because it will go beyond boundaries. Because so no air also and I'm one in terms of a blast a friend say a boo machines a boo system no baby so we can't sustain it. So there are issues and any serious country leadership will have known say in where no. In fact, I remember when NDC was in power, Bagri Dam issue. When because we knew it's a problem. By 3 months before Bagri Dam, the education will start. Yes. You better then. How will you do? Amount for move. You don't wait for it to happen. And when and yes, a natural amount for who say a very human disaster. Because Obia who say I do a baby in so way. So education now man then somebody will tell you say Makasa because I pick a phone call speak on radio say a besinti people should have taken me pay the man who say up to me pay up to even to Colombia because the first place or through for back home that's a minister of finance. So what really is he going to tell the people about it? What sincerity and Obeka chairman for Kojo Ponkruma or your trophy on Bekas and Papa B and Femo. So you look at the selection of the committee. And what do you think we should achieve? But it's a wrong timing for it.
Honorable.
It is a
me
far acquaintance so acha a tear for nephew for Nina. No, Chamini Ajibril, honorable. Anyone Casa. Na agenda no is still going on to Bombardia. Everywhere my Jimmy share. Me the best chance here no. Meka say me ma ono mo this voter lake extraries and banks ni nyina yakọ we dey echense obawu echese sena ye di hwe ade no na nipa eniema ese bebre na nienti a eye ya ni se obi edina hondi akoniaba sikape ya ye din wokro hu atize denche boy apeska kakra sidan then all of a sudden na ekobano sano be on say dimpa yasuso nti memomu nyina ahyede na ne hadwini say on say ye ndisi for ye te ho eka say na nado amamu no akoye ti say sene ankukọ di agro obola so no plan bia ne hu amamfo say ye ndisi ntina okasasa uhwie ne esi nenu ekire se edwuma kuku a nka esese omuhwe na bon ye hu ban no they are not working. The institutions are not working. Adentina mekasa from the beginning of this year meteorological department for bekase ensio beto munko bisa viare for se omatiana sa asem omuka no omatiana na ensio no susu eto to be frank onyankopon aye yadom afi we say ensio no anto de dindi aseniama at once eto no boko inti eto no boko ena viare for kofio mu gauge de biano what is in their mind or what was in their mind say ensio no ebao ebia this year no ebeyiri eyiri susu a esese yembie kakra na enko efom ho. So you alert the NADMO people, you alert the Ministry of Information through the NCCE, National Commission for Civic Education. No musha say emboda Rusena Minia Jibril Kase. Eba maybe a bit they gave 3 months bagri dam there 3 months what information no ma kachra and mo wesrem say obia owo baby ansho no be won shase na parking na insho no beba. So we have a similar situation ewa ha. Minister for Sanitation one will say onyan wie sika sisako guni demonti omentumi antena sanju ho. Now you look at all these things regional ministers, local governments. When these institutions must work in synergy. As someone no echo we are saying no say we are protecting the citizens who work and pay taxes, and Nanado use that tax to pay us as salaries. And nunti ye friend honorable. When tina ye friend ni paso ye honorable no. Now as semnu eba mwentumi ahu mwanya hu hwi se ade no postmortem nipa no yare no manfa na nko hospital owuwie no mo se yenko pa no ehu ade akunu. That is the type of committee o ma set up here because the harm has already been caused. It has been done. Amanfo niam say inti ye ka kire Ghana for say nanado amamu no emboa no memfa no ti say me NDC ninti na meka. They cannot sit down and plan. And this is the evidence. The evidence is here. Say, they can't sit down and plan, or they don't have any vision. And look, the Eastern region was part, or is part, voter part, Bono region. Dr. Kwabena don't Kwabena say Nigeria holding na. Yes, Bono East. All Bono East. All those areas yeji. Eko Makango. Into we cry, I run off. When you na kahu. Because ye block no down hano na yiri kosro inti esenyama inti say ya bie susu no ase hasusu asayire inti afe na esrowofo no omuhu han mu kakra. But we have a lot of water. What are the plans? Inti enuni asema de bia ye kase na nado aban no etise nkuko mo akobola so no. They don't want akoko gina bola so oni strategy bia or the ehwehwe na duane o di nina we na apia we akọ na basa obe we aseno na bibia e basa. That is the problem that we have. Inti media mi momu yako. And then you look at it, the same thing happened on another Amreso. Look at the Galamsey problems are ye. Galamsey problems are ye. Sir John dey no ye. Sir John to me release 47 forest reserves ediama omo MPP for ni Galamsey for oma kose assassinu obinu agi license say they are going to prospect yanko wura hono no mutu gold no. So you see that this government is a walking contradiction. Square pegs in round holes. Square pegs in round holes. That is what is affecting us. In Kaweni Ninanu, environmental protection agencies, Omuti na ende yensioni nina ase. Se ndro ewon shoma unuma se affective nda ochina be affective. So when we talk about the MPP government, any nyomu say no, that is the result that we are seeing, that they are very, very incompetent. By Bedaye Papa, the flag bearer of NDC Ase, John Dramani Mahama, and Nunaminia Jibril Kayo, Asendia Ebesi or Krum Hanu, he will be the first or among the first persons who will go there to sympathize with the people. Because we have seen it too. Baumia de Enfanihu, Nanado Ankasa, Bonse Nanado de Oninamewiasi Epeska. Ni moja etia se pa ni se me kwa kopeska untan santin se ma koka wa abrochire sese a ubehun se oh ye gina mochi ye Ghana for de ye ta Israel ni de chipa. How do you speak like that? Nanado is a very bad marketer of this country. How do you speak like that? Emra ye ti se terrorist ewa e Burkina Faso ha. You just go and take side. We don't take side in this.
Russia, Ukraine.
Yes, we don't take sides. You have to calm tempers. Oh, munya botre even though when my mu say krano Hamas for abe kunkum nipa no yesra ma munya botre Hamas for sumusuma anya no ye inti musumunya botre next time amunya sa then you are coming tempest na wo mampenya wo fa aeroplane va kwa brotre ne obekwa akoka no say ye gina Israel for chipinti one e ka just say obi gina Israel for ye nkasa sa as the leader of this nation. So we thank former President John Dramani Mahama ejuma pa oye posterity senior Nwankasa kan will judge and is judging him. Say, BBC otumi di mirika edi koho na okohwe nipa no na omamu yako na kakra woni botom no no dia mamu. That is what we are looking for. And I am very, very sure say Ghana for enche this is or these are some of the issues that SSA fan tuaba party way for no omu wo hon we say ni say yeah no omaba na. Listen to Neomu to me eka. Listen on social media. Say vote for and to about my MP Pintino. In there by a sembano, no move frame or move frame. That is on the social media. And then you look at the people who make creme de la creme of MPP. Tiomanu Kasa. Na bisa muse sebi kafra when mususunu sebi kafra oma wo ma drone no mukasa na omudi nipa da saninyansa na kasa no ma kosra akoko de. That is the question you should be asking. Because this nation, na voter before mutual tax ni, nanado onji tax. One of mujina so ganko fe wato woni na assembly enjoy musika. Are they not part of Ghana? Ansah na wuntu mi beka say, o man to aba men people ntinu, assembly sunu mo mo mfremo. These are the people we are talking about. So Ghanaians, this is also on the ballot. Sansem sema MPP for to me hwe enim kachre no esese ko etrimu pa that you ko tuaba now bisa ho nsem bisa ansa na wa tuaba nti mi che obia na mima obia susu yakọ efa nsema esi no
Madi enra La South Regional Officer ho
yes
odo na esi da veti e koso do constituency hu se monkrofo ni bi sese niema wo honom di asema makwa disqualify obi ana.
Okay. I'm passing Ndra Bibi AC wo regional office. NDC regional office Ndra da edi share say ye vetting for audio. In fact nanka ye ende na day no because there were 8 outstanding elections are across the country. Over Greater Accra audio over Gomwa Central and also Central region. You are Contombra in a 3 to our Western region. But the for the request say across say Nagabe and Kayano and draw Friday, you know. Now vetting Biana or Kobia, you may know NAC. It does say I want for now file we know. If petitions and I say yeah petition. So name petition so there's another avenue which you call appeals. Until who our petition no we hope when say won't here no enti mean disqualify will be. But and also interested because of what petition no, which means asema uka understand it. And which means won't here and petition here.
Okay.
Won't here enti but mrano so no wa e be ma okwenya be you ano. Enti ndra nkoba say we ba for vetted. Let me tell them I was part of the vetting committee. Okay. So one petition by a crapo no, you were invited on petition, no crapo say, Amombra. And Tiamo buy. But before my banner crabo, now some supporters feel say, a quite be as soon as you better disqualify will be. But it happened to be said, for me, no, where petition. The hospital say, better disqualify will be no, on the crapo, petition. Intervention from me, and a petition. But we had the opportunity to go through the vetting. I'm a vet need to be way. I'm a balloter, which means be ever. You're clear we are cutting bonte. You're clear we are cutting bonte. I'm going to say where they didn't the next person will come before vetting. So issue na see incident na see no. If you look at it carefully, bibia anka any vetting no any issue. Because the person that they were expecting they can disqualify was cleared before even the balloting. Okay. I'm going to bonti. I'm a man for a bow saying nyama. So they knew say clearly abemu. Then after that, balloting. I'm a man for Korean started say much numbers, because they test the numbers outside. And they started jubilating on the numbers now. Obia PK. Then one of the candidates in support. In fact, I was even surprised. Said this supporters Krapona was the ones who are doing that one. Then they started raising issues outside. Say, bemu ADIC no your sister party nimra, because they didn't disqualify anybody. Because there was no room for you to disqualify anybody. There was no room. Because we gave the person who had opportunity, who had the petition, to come and defend his petition. Gave him all the things. Let's say because we buy on a party and say you are disqualified, you are qualified. We gave the person who come in an opportunity. In fact, the first one, the second one already petition was say you one was the party no mranas. Oh, the other persons who have the opportunity, no more when the man or there materials now work on once and the man say share faka once. And I want to stand so petition no, yeah, any day work no, and no, I can once. But who petition and then just say we there's an opportunity for appeals. Ebi among because I know. Ebi there's a material they were not privy to that material. Into by appeals. I go beyond by vetting no. So you don't react. You don't fight over it. Now I'm going to start to say almost say party property.
Okay.
Say glasses. Now the question is, the same persons will have to come to appeals. If you come to appeals, will it change in Konyana was saying no? Because because I did actually say one person went to say you have no any understanding of the issues. Oh, because then we do two pounds who are there to disqualify Obia. Artisa. Because we have done vetting that appeals are
so we use violence.
Violence. So it's a dear amount for a planning that. Say this is what we'll do. This is what we'll do. And I want to advise party, especially aspirants. Omuna comes somebody in some say now you start to say Mati say ya we sika. Mati say ya we sika. Ya ko vetting we ya ko vetting ni na no me. Amount for frame for this man for that person. The same persons were also expecting say what offer no one year dear man no. As if somebody has convinced you. And this is a challenge that we have in. And people must start understanding. Me can say NDC and say party NDC. Most of the time people only read our guidelines and constitution only when elections is due. And they're ready to only for their understanding. Now I find a which means I was say Juma sa.
Okay.
Because one of the issues I got be raising here. Also now your guidelines no before then there was the word "de" constituency. But they say the word "de" ye everywhere because amendment aba I constituency. So obi feel say so obi juma in one constituency he cannot go and contest in other constituency. But party the say a friend say honorable almost every weekend be away juma or radio where you is based more on Accra working. But if you blame in the contest you cannot disqualify him because he is a non-member active in a constituency that a party can identify him. In the one tier say because there be they no problem. If the people will vote for him at the conference as a primary that will show whether they nimuno. But say because nimuno disqualify no. It is not part of the guidelines now for ECA. Again, somebody will say, oh, let's say no way MPP. Yes, somebody can be MPP. The party no, and yet but once the person meets the criteria of the party, you don't just assume and say, Obi MPP. Dole will say, yeah, man, Obi Abache, those stories are not working in the party. So there are examples. Our party I grow over those issues. But people always have one answer. Ewo mutimu enti wako chok exams no or prepare any question, any answer. And to me, what see they be examiners in any. This is the issues. And the AC war, friend saying, Accra office, it's unfortunate. It's very, very unfortunate. Say, we are doing Pensua party is moving toward the next stage, towards the. In fact, Ushe Ejuma party for a year during this limited registration. Sacrifice your party for a year. Ejuma for the pressure on government on these Bank of Ghana issues. Not somebody who has opportunity to me be them. Now come to do this thing to give our opponents an opportunity now to come. But Indra, even at the program, me share issues, you know. Then on your sister station, City FM, a reporting say say cars in a crap. Reporting no, and then there's a reporting say say car ya smash cars. Wait, they have been man cars in a war yard no more. There were 7 cars. My car, the other candidate's car, Venion's car, Segbefia car, Ewomu. In fact, we are standing. Me come on a meeting. Me na meeting report now. When I was 12, I meet so I didn't call. You should give us the opportunity to explain because City FM on pictures never out. No, it was the other journalists now water pictures and the pictures never out. So if water pictures, in fact, even the people who are they wanted a press man to record them because they want to speak to the people. So how come so because say journalists about Abono? That's what City FM report account. Was a bone, like a genie phone, I'm a pamona, but not me who, but tell them what report no. Not City FM Nipa, yes, our pictures in about, but nobody stopped him. Oh, but I believe he said, it does say, and I the video say by a plastic chair say war, yeah, that damn one, yes, and now a family no more. But they mentioned she mentioned that people were attacked and beat and those things. Nothing. So I was there. Maybe not be a vetting committee member. A year, I'm in a free war. I told me Friday prayers. Yes, there was dumb distraction. There might be a CA at which we don't support, and it is unfortunate indiscipline.
Because video in here, a plastic chairs, and I wait time whenever. In
fact, between the baby plastic chairs and any baby cars in the one, it's no more than about 7 meters. Office, parking space, but nobody touch. In fact, Omo saying, there are people who even staying there watching there. But she reported, say, some people attack, and I see sometimes some of the pressmen journalists, Omo programmer. They try to behave like even more politicians than journalists. Yes. And that's why I'm questioning, say, there were 2 City FM journalists in there. But I took pictures, echo around. Pictures, in fact, I was watching him. I took pictures, and the pictures he too, because angles now, and I'm on Facebook, so.
Because videos are by from City.
You can say, I did it for a pamono, and Banasa no one pictures we. But you see, these are the things that some of them, why politicians, journalists want to find a way to say the NDC. In fact, the report she made say she came to the party NDC for Abono. We asked for me. I called 2 people from the City FM. Say, they didn't call us. They didn't call us. In fact, yesterday, Accra FM, even who didn't report the issues, who Facebook, they call us to speak over it. So I'm taking this opportunity to say that yes, I did see it's unfortunate. Now vetting there, if you go through the vetting, I'm on for me and Sunday and now. In fact, accidentally, only one family. Me and Sano. Only one family. Until me say almost say say me say we one family. And I say oh, we say they say me na down for. So that kind of jokes, And now I say until we finish our investigation. But one candidate. For and then misbehave say and cause all of it because
yet is one candidate be join a party 2018
and I make a say obi you are joining or joining but won't see enye party nin shishimra na wie You won't say different.
Okay.
As against, as we have anyone can say, you know, the person that they want us to disqualify, say, I feel no join party, is a branch chairman of the party.
Ah.
As we speak, we are talking about constituency elections. I mean, you control executive. We are talking about me flag bearer. The same person, no. But nobody is saying, say, why a branch you are disqualified, no. Why a branch, as we speak, because this time our guidelines say, who contest no the position, you still contest your elections. Because previously, no, so position you resign your position before you contest parliamentary. But almost all contest say, you know, you can still contest. It why a branch will contest with what to about flag bearer elections. What to about? What to about you constituency executive? I be you regional executive, I be you national executives. So yes, you see, but you need to explain and get the issues how it's supposed to be. We gave the person who petitioned. But the other person who are raising issues, you know, register them. Papa ni di every mu ya tipes. If you register them and tipes if you are there, what will you do? We are not into do things to favor persons. No. The larger interest of the party is paramount for me. It's the final. The constituency say because say in 2024 is key. Yeah. Any constituency is key for us. But you also have to live above process. They be where they way you should stand in between the two. It's better to err in the side of caution than just please people to get it.
Okay. All right, what the Kakrabes so now I'm coming next topic.
We'll call next topic, but just give me maybe 2 minutes.
Okay.
Can say NDC for Greater Accra, and those who are at the vetting center are Omaseniama. I said there be a kind people for some intimisu me di ka kachon se niama ye no enye in the name of democracy and in the name of Ghana. Mo amoko fan konja bubu no wo hwa me ho videos no. Niama amaye no enye. That is not right. You can't force your will on the party. Party no na ewo hwa na edi do edi akodum. Tosu me no ni say maybe national vetting committee about to say they've allowed everybody to go and contest. Agronomy there any form in the co primaries now. New winnie be an for it would have been so suicidal say more disqualify Obindra, especially some penso I drew say call election next year no. And I this division remember. Inti misre wono mabubu nkonjani nyina no. Mubombodi na mokopa regional office no chawoni national. Niama mwaye no enye fe. But newo mukrakra ni se say omabubu nkonja se omodi akonja no bebo obi eni so. Eno ni difference ba ko awom. Inti omufia mu be apologize na mama ato nkonja no e di ama regional office no. That is all that I will say. Thank you.
Okay. We came and Capital Bank CEO William Matthias since in 15 years with hard labor. Honorable Mesa Fan Free also follow since collapse banks at 2 back and forth court near the day. Yeah. Bank no board of directors. You who reported by a scar. Former President John Mahama, True Bank of Ghana, release the banks, no, we actually, among family banks in one chair, ye, board chairman, ye be, other board members in ye be, but the Korean say, bank no owner, and you're prosecuting it, Nakwakutu.
Yo, Ohima, can you more? Nanama, Nanama, medase. Near Elm say Nanu a year to me our Hodaka Sebi Edimami. As a Ghanaian, I just say I ask myself, that so a Ghanaian entrepreneur Ghana to me son asini say onye juma at the end of the day no na wako ende in prison. Why is it so? All the informations and issues came on the social media. Now the biba social media men say Ghana from Kwana account. It record the whole world. And they look at how our entrepreneurs behave. And I may say me say na say some way to me see eba musa na Ghana ni nyina yentumi anhwe asem we ansia no prekompe na nka ebesia no prekompe so na nka hwanum na esese omunsia no eho na madua akobo banking monitoring and supervision department so enia omuna medi subo a edikan edibema omo na nama omuti Ghana ha omu ye adwuma o Bank of Ghana omu department ye tuo mu ka ye mo ka ye mo allowance omu adwuma ni se banks ana adwuma ko bi a eye sika adwuma ko wo man mu no se omu di se adwuma ma mo adwuma ni se mkwa kohwehwe se omu adwuma die no anana moto no etisen adentina ye timu etua muka se mu hwe sanam se ne Ghana anamoto echo the entrepreneurship and creation of jobs no ebe ye ama mbrante ni mbaba wo mu wie school a omunina montia na kwansu ti se bi kafrao. Okay, me body bia abe. See, a lot of them are on the street, no, so that we can create jobs for them. So why can't banking and supervision division, no, and what asadi we in them amomasiano that 90 million have gone down the drain. So they are the first people SSA blame as a nation. Mikasa asemi nanama ubeka time na Akufo-Addo any kenofora back on this banking and supervision division omun penny for krano omun na betina TV so omun na betina TV so say oh when my say these are the people we have to sack first because they have the job to ensure say they monitor and ensure say obia business no entumpon ambano sa. Yes, people said that yenua esi ankasa no say na court no kan no obobrati say obi o greedy na ni lifestyle no aye. Yes, but that aside, what were these institutions or agencies and the Bank of Ghana no die no mu ye to stop this bleed of our resources? Because ya say ine uti ufa pentro say under Nanado Dankwa Akufo-Addo government, you know, both banks and microfinances are more close, you know, they are getting to 432 microfinances, no, or more close or money na. Banking and supervision for nina etiho. Me by Nsemuka say kumewasem. So you ask yourself, how do people get access to what? Finance, no more find business. Wono muto kosia. Wono muto apple, wono muto pano, wono muyi ajungo ni anwabeton we ni nyina no. Where do they get money from? They don't get money from cemetery. So it could have been a joy for the citizens of this country say inka u community kranu na bank kitiwa bi ewo ho. Udi jwa u komuncha no maka omumra na achero. Na ya ma kakra na usu dia kakra na udi ahwe wo ma. We ni nyina Anko sisao, but MPP for to me bo musa hini say oma be close bank bisa hu say nyansa was asem over 400 banking or financial institutions closed down. Do you get to and no na akoka when muni bio. Then another question is say, what is the banking monitoring and supervision division for a year? Because you have to make sure say even the directors and the chairman of the board of directors of these banks, you have to do what? Investigation. What is your capacity? What is your qualification? What is your profession? And at the end of the day, no, as for no, board chairman. I am not mentioning his name as a person. Do you get it right? But on one kasa ye dinu koye board chairman no obisa ni who question. The professionalism. Do you see how he ran down? Oh, if you're a board chairman, where money come from, where it is going. The video is there. Where money come from and where it is going, and no need the capital bank ako jail. Niura. So these are some of the things banking and supervision division as somewhere omanye, and things just run down like that. And this is where we are today. And I don't know why the board of directors were not charged and the chairman. All of them need to be charged. Those you see, the constitutional review and amendment, it must take care of this type of things because you work as a team. It is not always say at the end of the day, the owner, the founders alone should be punished. All of you who were part of the board, you must be punished too. You must be punished. People were calling for this so that next time, osophobia and asojanibia, you don't have that experience. You can't go and say that I am a board chairman. We must ban them from this. And that is why everything is junking up in this country. So I qualified to be this. And that is why the professionals are leaving us. Because they've seen that people who did not merit to hold positions are holding positions. And those who merit to hold the positions are not getting the position. But they have their certificate. So what do you do the next time? You take the paper and leave the country. And that is the sign that you see even in the field of MPP forecast. We pay teachers allowance. We pay nursing allowance. At the end of the day, what is the impact? Konakofi American Embassy and a UK. No, Muko. So what is the impact of the money you have given to these people? Yes. So they have to leave.
3 years.
So they have to leave. And yes, they don't post them. They are not being posted. What type of educational policy is this? What type of financial policy is this? What type of agencies, what type of job these agencies are doing? And does their job bring a positive impact to the nation? That is the problem that we have today. But these are some of the things. Decisions be our might take on. And you know not taking such decisions. Those people must be fired too. Or they must be punished too. The board of that, so that you know that next time when you are taking a position of board of directors, when the founder is doing something that you either resign or call him to order. So one tier, then you resign because you know at the end of the day, so one free wire, the punishment will be coming to you. Mbranu sa, then it will favor this country. Look at us. Say yeti hose say no. Baumia nanado omutumi free aeroplane say they are going to look for foreign direct investors. Nyansa enim. Obi de wa ye ni de ye no. Ukosre say onfa ne sika mfa ma no. Na fa ye ukrom yiye. But we cannot nurture our own. That is the problem. Why do you think Ghanaians don't have money? A danya SCC cantonment in the airport wenu there a fru na be si dan no. Enya Ghana for. Nipa na si dan no. Nipa otiase. Odi nchini numu nsuo. Onu na si dan no. So a time has come in the next Mahama government, we must sit down and rope in Ghanaians who have money to develop our country, not always taking aeroplanes looking for money elsewhere. And those who are working at the banking and supervision divisions, they need to be scrapped. Those people need to be scrapped. They have outstayed their what? their call and that they must go. Because they couldn't give the government advice, say, Tama Kenoforiata, Addison, Nanado, Bamian Muti Hose, ye close bank. They couldn't give any professional advice. Say, no, let these banks be there so that we monitor them and nurture them for the sake of the people of this country. Seseko, Teshinungwala Ninina, all the microfinances I Ghana for Ninano, close down. Close down, and we think we are doing something. Then Kenoforiata will be opening you minister of what? Finance, AFOBA banks, CBG, International, there. All those banks are ABN. Nanka said that no ye monitor mu say omo ye adwuma ye no nka kuma wo say nka your banks say nka other areas we have banks. So it is a very unfortunate situation, but it must be a lesson. But those that I'm calling on always to be punished are the banking and supervision division of Bank of Ghana.
Madi, Imra say.
No. It's unfortunate. Say obi ada sorry local court, even though he knows a court maybe in there. It may change at the tomorrow because the line was so. But finally, we are 15 years. You can imagine we live in Range Rovers or call lunch at times Dubai call lunch Dubai Asaba na nde or call in someone na say about call a friend say bako voter region no Pando area ho say prison
Pando prisons yeah
depending where they will take him.
Yes,
you can imagine situation and I will be surprised say o check in the weight in there the weight very reduce so
drastic
no matter what it is. It's going to be a new life in him, so it's unfortunate. Again, somebody who has a brain say on the face of it and him say now or in finances people have celebrated him. Ama moi yentimi do san in pempen so you can say your family can say ye ni Ansah e Jimmy, but at the end of the day nyama wo ye no and I did. These are the same people who contributed every resource to get John Mahama down. When John Mahama made a system for them to strive.
Yes.
John Mahama ye nyama to omo say obi mumwa Ghanaian. In fact, banks may be under John Mahama, Royal Bank, Ecoso, Capital Bank. These are the banks that were coming in. In fact, the banks now start going into the rural areas. Yes. Loan on government projects.
GN
Bank.
Yes.
All because we want to build our own. Because that time now, it's the same time we were giving pharmaceuticals. Ska.
Yes.
So, the same time, the say Ghana contractors. Yemen kofa obi meye asphalt. Musumunje modie. Ghana publishers. I'm printing books. Now you print size book in India. Osi debi. Let us get these people back here. Take all those people, John Mahama, NDC, Mamus, opportunity to do. They are the people who contribute money for MPP to see John Mahama's back.
Yes.
Yes. Amuna na muma John Mahama. See John Mahama's back. Say when you tell na why you know John Mahama what this is to work. Inti me yet say na be hard even though you remember Ghana for a break about line no more. Inti yen small group and destroy. When we talk about it, in fact, that time no, to us SCM radio so on finances. As if in Kofana NDC for no, na yanko school ni biya mokoye. Yanko school na mokoye no. They know how much. You say it is out. You say say a capital bank na anka we beto. Say anka beto. When NDC was in power, don't you think that NDC emphasized about bank free?
Yes.
In fact, it got to a point the local banks are now coming up.
They destroy them all.
Then the people who believe in the local businesses,
acid government,
say percent private businesses and grow. Now NDC they yama at a small company and cost Yama pharmaceutical in there at a friend this pharmaceutical Tobinco. So the way they are striving there, malaria draw Ghana. Today, because of that, she share 10 million now. John Mama say, Munfanya Busika beti me abua. Today we are getting malaria draw. And then Mama friends other malaria drugs in Ghana again.
Ghana
dear no na ye koso. This is what the NDC have done. But these are the same people who did everything. Say, Omonamoko school at NDC from to see John Mahama's back down. The businessmen, they call
simple English to make John Mahama lose.
Yes.
Who can sit down?
They won't lose, and I won't lose. Yeah. But all these people celebrated.
Yes.
Your friends say, also for no. also for preach that some devils have left. Now Fena Yesu Christo Nanaldo Abba, and they are going to now even improve. Then now come into Sanya Bank, you know, John Muhammad time no way bought chairman. And a scanny free her one share, she can free her, but he still use his pulpit and again campaign for MPP.
Yes. Yes.
Uka ka semwe say wo ka semeti obi. No what you so at kasa that indirectly against John Muhammad and DC. Now what you board so.
Na sorry so bro mo si awo bank ni.
Sure. Uka say I didn't say a manager na ye. Radio Gold enya asem ubeka ya muntie issue. In fact, they didn't stop on the producers. Some 3 issue, no. Imagine so. Almost to the extent say why na eto muntie company no why na wo. It pull Raza company na chamu answer answer question because na come see company no na go be maintenance ankasa. Then you go to another point in there. Mostly they be the director no kwa, but the board members who are part of the danger because it is part of your campaign system you use for 2020. Perhaps ebia atu a friend say ebia ni kwan enda Achim Road so sebi I don't know sebi that west region kwan now
Asian akwa central now
ebia anana ma ebia we no better research amami o ebia
ni di ni
Ajapade road no so enti ebia yen say no 15 years and this is the punishment they've given. But you see, it's a lesson. And I believe, say, the businessmen will now believe, say, you need somebody who's liberal to lead this country to the
like Muhammad.
Yes, like John Muhammad.
But there is nothing they can do.
Like the NDC. Who will give you share? They will make us same way. Among for say, friends say, Brian Chambo. One of the people who have made rich. NDC system 92 says someone in Debia for some more mine. IPP, in fact, controller. System no more duty, no. And NDC, Nema, your friend said, Brian Champ, a year Hojima.
Contract.
When they came, Omobano, Omobasata, when it's MPP Bano, they were using one devil button. Any on the family, Jerez in the bar. Say the company and you're auditing on their system mom. What Ghana water company. Omunya ti asia and omudi bia na kochi omo. And these people fought NDC. Cherezi ba anyway mono. Some of them fought the NDC.
Yes.
Say John Muhammad 6 time no mamu kwa intimidated. When the MPP confirmed, Bobie was using them to do most of their IT. As soon as they got their boys in, they chased. If I remember when they chased the Kwabena voting. Just because we are there won't pay. So this is what the MPP have done. It is about them. And that is why today, when your mama said, and this is other business say, let's ask at least and they say between John Muhammad's policies. Even bank is in the province, they be say be good bank no how we be ba no ye hwe kwan ya ye so still mu dey ntimi no na kwan say ye say because e si obebia wo say dey be gunu ugunu wi a fasika na e chen dey obegunu no emfa ngunu
Your mama says come am kwa ma mo sa akoche
yes
anchi mu antu
na wo say that be o you say metimi afane pa no free mu na me running banking no because that is most important because one employee crofo one among for business it means it is somebody who is not doing the thing right and you say omu use a campaign my MPP win election.
Oh yes oh some account wa ha
omu use their campaign say that be
omu
the man na MPP na their campaign because these are the people who occupy the flash omu na motor fire rights and the brain crofo because they were behind doing those things yeah, co program and then they will come. So these are the people.
Acid government.
These are the people that the NDC has given opportunity. So unfortunately for me,
me
say me when this guy who fight from the time of buy giving opportunity now we do now see they be when you back on your bankers no in your back and say the NDC John Mahama is not anytime it's about John Mahama.
Yes.
Over kata me ye call IMF ye frank for we grab some of them rejected to come. They call IMF and say mo blame ko tell senti ye enjoy ho Ghana enu ndi bi am woni na mo fa mbra ho me hia mo yina enim die enim nkwan mi nsemu mo mbra no dey be because Nanado will come. Nanado is the best. Baomia is
there. Don't come to me people, some people even told us where they are getting to. Because of the friendship they have in Baomia, business Baomia is a messiah. So anytime Baomia in there, and 15 years. In fact, cannot bet Naman Casano. Friends, civilian bus, no, net. But I don't know what that. By now is there. It's unfortunate, but I believe said, Unsa Jomama can say, Oba, which inshallah Jomama will be the president 2025. Yes. No, say and she share my Ghana local bankers, no, a bit me as strive no obey. Omwa yedi omwa ka say wo. And there your banker, Heritage Bank, in there. You don't understand why they close Heritage Bank. You can't understand.
Yes. Yeah, Unibank. Yeah, I am near Unibank. When MPP won election 2017, the first bank that gave them $1 million was Unibank. The first bank. And they did $1 million. Say, wow, now come somewhere. Bibi almost be a library. Be. Omi assisted. I see Munjin from first start. I know. But all of us, I think that is a lesson. You need a leader like John Mahama. You need a leader in party NDC to allow in Yamandame Banawuti, Asante region Kwapo, ATM, Ekase, Anya Krapo. John Mahama will have time to say, what do we need?
Yes.
Never been a bit me a yabwa. Said me, I'm first come out director, also bet me is a free mu abwa. A hospital, your ban market, your bunsuo, airport, a in your my day, Nim say a call a free ha, a beco, yeah, fire friends, America Eba. And the same people said that if I'm born a dink of Amaria to make it look like a friend, a nothingness for Casa. But today, the person, the people that is going to help, and that's Asante. Sikana, I did transport to a dinner corner. A chance, Sikana, to Adeno. Yeah. Sika transport. Nakasana transport to free. Dubai friends Emirates buy reference so more. And then say where there.
Dubai no crown buy na for since free.
That be free. Cheaper to transport from Dubai to here.
To Tema
than to transport on the road. To Kumasi. These are the people. They have taken this country to this point. In fact, that is why Nyamuta Kuluneka said, Nyama esi o West Africa ni na ku ACC no. It is happening here and more than that.
Yes.
But Nankupon and the Eka, that's Mama John Mahama. And this is why I always call our own people. Our own people must come on board and believe say the man that can lead this country, John Mahama. Don't ever think say, oh Baninti, say Oba, the time no man minister ninti, I will not get that. Is shouldn't be your problem. Think about Ghana. Think about Ghana.
Congenial environment.
Because it cannot be you alone. Yeah. Because some of the problem we have in NDC in there, I am a problem. Omomunya ministerial position between 2008, 2009, 2030. Omomunya ministerial position which we are young bone. So but I believe say we have come to realize say the person, the man that can lead this country. John Mahama. And I feel American in family, friends, at least family. I know what they will be going through. It is not easy. Visiting brother like this in the prison. Just obi edunumu. I should say Daniel would buy no. It is saying over no pa. In fact, it's only someone I'm call her now. Once I someone call sorry. My name is Obeki Puni. My name is Obeki Puni beer no.
Okay.
In fact, the young boys I'm saying free akra. Read all verse and call lunch bio. But it's a starting as a Senator Honorable Kai said. Let's see how we can build local indigenous businessmen, young guys. School. Yes, we cannot be perfect.
Yeah.
We cannot be perfect. No, we cannot. You have to be comparing when you say other countries systems, but we can get somewhere.
Yeah.
A better way to baby, I can say in this way to do baby, we can also match the other people. Let's see. No, but the MPP wickedness now, Moody rule Ghana. Say a Japan, some family no idea. Then you punish everybody. No, that should end by 2024.
Nanama, kakra, no de mami fa kakranka.
Okay.
Utie ye general secretary otaka sembia nipa bebrenti ase
Fifi Kwete
honorable okay. Fifi Kwete or see NDC always takes the power and give it to the people. It is for Muntimi NDC always take the power and give it to the people, but when MPP come they take the power from the people. He always say this nipa bebre or see, Mammy cannot trim Bomodiaka, or see, say, NDC back on Jaswa. O di 2 minu edi magana for.
O di 2 minu. Now the 2 minu dia magana for. Because Ghana for na 2 minu.
Yes. But say MPP or Sunu party for back on Jaswa. No ma ji 2 minu afri Ghana for ntem. Edi kotu omo dem.
Ayo omo dwapade.
Enu ni mfantu ho a ye nua Jibril emma sesia. Hwe se time Mahamati akonja so. Osi ekuafo muna mwa koko muna mwa ti ho fifiri muna mwa soa muna mwa hata nti se me kare koko no a echefa kese no esese ye mudia enya bandia enu echi no esese me hwe se mwanya fertilizer mwanya ndura mudi begu koko no so ama na aso doso eno di tumi no di mamu now MPP ba ye no sa fertilizer tumi a Mahama edima koko ekuafo no oma jefra munsem omo si debi fertilizer no de yentumi mfa nchamo muntua sika no ansa na yama mu fertilizer enu ni Fifi Kwete na sema oka no na se kire no and look at the banks ayeka me say yeka say create a congenial environment ma obia ase kire ni se Ghana fo atumi abie small banks na kosua toni obetumi di ewe kasa akoji loan ana tree kasa akoji loan enu na kire se ya create akwanya ediama obia se wosusu sori na fa unsatu so se minti abrofo kra me di mikrum kasa no ekoji loan ewo mikrum. That is how we nurture a nation. Enu nti se mi na Jibril kase John Dramani Mahama for that matter the NDC no enu na was abada ye di magana fo a enye se ye kanu keke but infantu hu ewo ho a ubetumi aho se na oka se one of pharmaceuticals come need to binko wenu nyina ye guam antiretroviral drugs kra na ye manufacture wo mayimu inde kra no na ebegu temahabo na nado gina ho kanoforeta baumia any adisi gina ho se gise mo atua tax ansa na ye di bema ye nuanu mu a esinu yare no ehawmu. So these are some of the issues we are explaining always. Inti Ghana ni ye ka no pay kra no susu enu susu da ballot so enye so bi obeka kire o se na potumi hwa santifo nu ma ka twom se MPP t-shirt ye fe inti eye fe si bibia nti omunya G t-shirt no sha omunkonko to abama no ba nunu otumi charge sika ye di be fa de Ameri plant afidie nu Afri Kumasi sorry tema edi ko Kumasi no edo so say ne ye di free Dubai edi free aeroplane edi to asitima so sa be say 1 week no ni dia wa charge wo locally no edo so say no na bisa won say sa sika no de ye de say ma promise o mo so be di vice president o ma promise chairman sabonso o ma promise chief of staff oma na pomu nyina ya ati omudi o nti omu pesika no no mudi akoto t-shirt de ama ashantifo no no ma to aba momo no ma ye vice president no mudi omudi sika omu boji se efu kama na obi de no enfon na nama me de kakra no si ha
da se
ye bewu
yemfa ma di o enche na so ba yemfa we enwie net topics no about Charles
headmasters for omo conference 61st conference course. So president ko or say we Naba invested 12.96 billion Ghana cedis on senior high schools. Entino at the senior high school alone, of which there are 925 schools, we have initiated a total of 1,105 projects. Yeah, accommodations so many are there. The sense are also take power by year 2017. Now, all kinds of enrollment are increasing from 800,000 to 1.4 million. Quality no dear. O see de na more criticizing ye de kwa the quality no dear because 2020, 2021, 2022 they say was since COVID no eba no set timetable ni sign they say no near West Africa bi waye kifo ya say gas and our more trade. President Kufuor say results na eba no proving the critics wrong. Send a policy no. Papa sin de na moyana muji school fees no.
Nanama, I times when I listen to Kwabena Nado, then I ask myself, say, Sebi, either or no watch on the casa.
The chairman.
And I say the constituency executive electoral. Because you see, it look like they don't think through before speaking. It looks like. No Kwabena Nado ya no ka say baby o do no want me or my no was say we was say education was say health sector. The obeti me ni the wet we need election 2024 and be say no. That's an okay. Because one team match the standard that was set down before he took power. That's the meaning of what he said. Because man match it and do standard now. When you talk about say investment in the schools, it's different for you to put money, and it's different for you to see the impact of the money. And they say what is $1 billion at the amount for na chesi canyo de koshe mpase. Yes, on the books, you know, what is kako. But anya huwe juma ewa form.
Okay.
Into unkan tell me say me this kako. Untimi because I don't know ebeka sake kana woka. Because in there, you typically the sika, I can say the COVID sika dia ko. But the party for NHS sika no. So if you tell me you spend money on COVID, what was the result of the money you spent in COVID? A MPP vice chairman, a MPP chairman be a one sika no. And faswani emba. So when you are comparing a DAC or Ebola, any COVID, no get them say, who didn't ya sika no, who say ni sika 20 billion. Maka say 20 billion, who did my party for nature ye, ni faswa emba. But the NDC nyasika within the Ebola no. What me see centers are Abua West Africa. I mean see Ebola. This is how you do comparison. And I think that I'm saying they don't have that thinking caps now. Thinking. Then again you come to exams, enrollment. You see, I keep asking myself, say, almost say about me away statistician one. Why the calculation saying your population every year it grow.
Okay.
So automatically, I was through it. In fact, from Kwame Nkrumah Basin there, there's never been a year students have not grown, enrollment has not increased. Because population always grow. So the issue say amount for and in any case, so okay free SSS no. How about the dinner school? 1 year Ansah amount for Tibinya Bahwa. And up to now, nobody has complained about the quality of the JSS. Because system 92 are free at that time, no quality, no one. Nobody is complaining about it. And no any amount of product now or there. However, all my statistics actually say, I'm free. A friend said from free senior high school, no, I'm going investing. What is their report on them? So I'm going to enroll from that point. Going to another stage, the quality one from the GSS and the amount of this one. How do you process this quality one to the next stage? Report every university then I catch
tertiary institutions.
And then I catch also. There, as I'm seeing our passing, what is said Gabon and I say Cameroon or Muya was, I'm a printy a friend said pass papers. I'm be there. I want microphone no who your politics who the result your politics. So go move to pass. You tell me say you are getting when they get where they are not telling them to pass, you know, we see the production at the home. It's our kids. Yeah. It's our family. In fact, some of us have to spend extra money to get our children to be at least to get a standard. Ujanu raw sa. Ujanu raw sa no ubenya no raw. Unyanu say no open. So these calculations this is the third time I work in some way. But we continue churning out products. In fact, today, if you meet some university students, tertiary education, no can bring for you shock. Check. So, comparison now, Nanado, say now buy a day, and that's why I talk about this cost issue. Sikano in Fasobena, at the Abreye, and there, beside Ufa, friends, IMF report. What's it about quality to the anyhow? And education is about the quality. What's all my reforms? What's all my reforms? I'm from now Munti. I was recommendations. Yes, reforms. Because they are in the future production. And these are the people who keep saying, and this doesn't want people to learn so that they will know. But you are channeling out people who cannot sustain the future. It's not about the future. That is why the MPP have the guards say, yes, it can't be too. Because we'll go to a point, people that will come outside school for have nothing in their head. Then we can now control them. But that's idea comparison and now I think that I listen to no call. I talk France and so. I want to say about a friend say Galamsey, almost all problem with Galamsey. Is it France no call one? Okay, tell you Oba Ghana was some problem with Galamsey. You should see new. This is the man. So ABS or maybe I will not bet here deeper. Almost a bit 79 now I be bidder. Once I don't call a blame why be bidder. Once I watch Chikusie, no we see for when you move that. At times, what to me, yes, I calculate. Now I am vegetable. Now I am vegetable. Once I about yes. Once I am vegetable, I can now be, you know, this stage, I be a Wakasano. But I think that the president must respect Ghanaians, must see how Ghanaians are suffering. Adding cost. Sure, in there, in Kodako school, no 12 young books we are. Now some more listing things to be. These are the schools in there. SS. My friends say from books I can say print up to date and print here. But me better say by the end of last year, school be a laptop. I'm all the curriculums in so why back on. So it's MPP for you. They take Ghanaians for granted. I say a while ago about say area where in Suafano. Only say they are preparing to take ballot box to go and vote for presidential primaries in those constituencies. They are preparing.
Well, they have not solved the problem.
They will pass through the water because that is what they need for the people. On the phone, so because me pay a capital on number 2, the friends the MPP presidential. But they don't care. They think they are printing the papers for me pay. They will go and vote. They are thinking how they will. That's another farm. Because what they need from the mandate no money from just to use what they want. Nanama, we cannot talk much about this user.
President can say Omache 280,000 laptops at the Ama teachers. But I can't remember say laptops almost 30 years so much. I say teachers be 30%. My year we interviews so teachers be raising issues. Say laptop no mo demo as a toy the nkwadaa edidi agro and omo tete wo from source omo tew nya say bia be kasa laptop ye de bronti omo te wo from source bebre kura ya te wo mo so omo anyu omo laptops
okay no na baomia ema girl bi ye video bi e cover say dan bo eyedin obekai number lanchi agent contract omo na mo tua say won ko yes I na ye vara. The following 2 weeks na mo launch this program say ebema schema ebetua rent ama in the way omo ji 100 Ghana omo obebeji omo ji agent fee agent fee na now because men agent fee apply the old agent fee obonti no apply no apply and now do afa ejuma no say ona kese be agent because of agent fee obedi 100 Ghana cedis business say start getting about 1 million people obewie no sika no and na wanya on the rent now don't say what to be so is it criminal and that's why it's close to criminal criminal activities na mo ye what to be so omo design for omo ko school on to be ko share bonten to design say na ye mafia etimi wia and they are good at it and I don't that is why at times most of the MPP gurus na omo ben circle share omo fia ben ana
right my di circle for hono
man can see circle say but who said one first circle round who be 2 passport it's a passport yeah I want to and I want to and I'm bebre so I mean crop for
almost shops me near manko
Nanama again I'll come back to my honorable Fifi Kwete Osaka Sembi or see some political parties always want to rule us with deception. Omudi atro edidi to me. Now omudi atro edidi on my name. And that is why we are where we are today. And you know how can see no. Minya, se me man penye to me abubo tio. Nanama, what is it sika no bubo? Do you get it right? Wabubo sika. Waye. But one mau the number of textbooks or printed here with that money, and then the number of schools are what distributed ediama.
Textbooks ni nyina wa ha meba.
Yes, my breakdowns no na ye share.
Okay. Trust me ba me ya ma
yes. Inti se uma mi textbooks. Uma mi niama ni nyina nkoda no ahia. Ewia. Then you factor it into that money. Now they are shares as then at the end of the day, no, sankoda udi ye sika dia shomo ye oil money. And nuntina debia mi
katre. I say President Kufuor said laptops for teachers 280,000. Laptops nkwa. Yeah, teachers no etu ya 30%. Teacher for no complaining yes enya papa. Afei 350 buses. 840 pickup vehicles. 1,500.
Etie for nanama me ba. Etie for muntie senya nanado say was spending. Anu na me say omuntie no yiye.
O say was spending ska was spending. Ewo senior school senior school policy 12.96 billion Ghana cedis. Na eno no or say at the senior high school
has done more for the growth of the education system than the Akufo-Addo government. And the numbers back this claim. The total allocation to the education sector since I came into office in 2017 is 114,500,612,135 CDs, of which 12,961,284,558 CDs has been spent on senior high schools. At the senior high school level alone, of which there are 925 schools, we have initiated a total of 1,104.
Any obwa.
Minya,
any 60%. Any say any. 12 billion no kwana work as was spending. Age report ba annually.
Nanama.
Kwa free senior school policy ka omu wia.
Yes, Missy Nanama. Now what spend this as can in an
budget enti u create bibi. Now we are to say you allocate this fund
na maminchira uniminie kenuforiata ye time obaye. The budgetary allocation for the ministries no MPP for say eswa. Near Mahamata ye no eswa. Inti e honu ye depend any paper edi aboye krono Inti se Mahama Tama be say 5 million. Omu se esu antini say ye no 10 million. Se wa hu. Inti 5 million that's budget papa ni hu no ma decide amom hu contract. That is why we are here. Senka fact no wo hwa minua akoda bi wo me krom. Owie senior high school. Me hwe ni resource no ye fe and I'm say oh and they say what to me nya sa resource the brana di hu nkombo e che say ma hu say na wa bin me bi say inti we no nya grace say we there me bi say no subject question no o say no me do nya me asema me capture o say no the that krata no skra no ni hwe ni resource no me see ni resource no on to me ni hu nkombo.
Just on track cross
that is it on to me enu na do di boni hu nsahini o on to me ndi ni resource hu nkombo say home economics no topics be na maye into question be na ma bisaw ma mi answer utro because as a teacher no I have fair knowledge of several subjects that are running in this country akoda no say no kra ne e wo paper no so kra no grade ya grade do krado bia mimi hu say eye no she cannot use it to defend herself anyway say ma qualified to no mami say na mami go school way you get that is what we have today now uye we ni nyina we are enunti na World Bank edi results no edi catch say the quality is not there. We are not training children who are coming to lead this country into a better place tomorrow. Ye dioma junior sa akofom ankoda no junior akofom e kire se na na do kra na ba mu no uhwe nipa bebrebi a ya ma mu deputy directors na omu nipa bebre uhwe mu krata so a no say omu wo fom so the whole country is sinking nti ye mbom pai na ye nu nso entwe ope sorry ya enyesa na mo kan otwe ye nu nso otwe so that we can move forward as a nation in the inka say na na do aban aban bia wudi nipa bebrei ko free SHS omuye ye no what is your next plan B say omuwie ho no where are they going what jobs have you created what university expansions have you done what polytechnics expansions have you done why you and you are using a particular sport now even the basic side because when we talk about education it is a value chain from nursery, kindergarten, primary, JHS, senior high school to university to jobs. You must take that value chain. Na ye juma basic why syllabus at ho be 3 years ni one printed textbook so. Udi bo who say it is like putting their hands into our coffers and then taking money and sharing to your people. Textbooks. Yes, textbooks. One printed 3 years Nanado am printi 3 years Nanado am printi captation grant yes omo hihye coat na time bia na Mike Sosomanu Minister of Education enu na ye frɛ no Educhum in the world of business we say think global act local onunu he's always thinking global and acting global in yama esi wa America no and no person from Ghana by force. They were not considering when children should go to school, when they should get vacation to help their parents, for them to pluck cocoa and this. And so it is not surprising. Nana Dwabenya is the only government that is promoting smuggling in this country, smuggling of cocoa. He is well promoting it. Mina mikachro. I just said nenu cocoa kiani eti cocoa di kosi embia. Sikani ho. Minya sika anyho. So what are you telling those who are near the borders to do? They have to send it to Togo and Cote d'Ivoire to go and do what? Sell and get money. And that is what is going on. Etiefo, mwa who say cocoa border ambo kada. Nanado mresunu cocoa border boka 4 billion.
Honorable me time as. For anu sini yankwa ana wewe.
Oh ni aka no me de no mu
ade.
Ada so ni line no. Enti o chira me dan be me wura dan be.
We dance. Abusafo na no pay me fa sida sonko enko emfa emma. Honorable Daniel Kwesi Esiama, ya former member of parliament Buem constituency voter region. Na yemfasida Emma Madi Muhammad Jibril, Deputy Director Election National Democratic Congress. Yemfasida ma ablenya konso abronoma. Asida biemu enkoma NST Kwame Kwachi. Eugene Baya da si nkonya wuyi wo social media no so. Se Facebook no yenya challenge kakra bia se wo mo ye wo mo niam bia. Wonso a wo ka me hu fira no pa no nsia. Ya 10 am abono. Sida ya wudia. Wa shedwa. Driver ni a watuka. Wa wo pai. Wa wo nam a wo ton. Na Nyankopon be hye ne ho animunyam e wo ye dwadie so. Nyankopon wa wafiri ne ma passe no de ebekọ awieye. Ena no pay mu de hye prekope. Wa de nyina nanama ejakon. Abosom nana Kwabena Bobie Ansah na empress ba kope ena mesom wo. Beda mu nyina se de akire eja Accra FM Sports Team no na omunso ato aso e de ma hwe onso